Yeah. And welcome to the Tanunda Oval for today's live stream match of the week, featuring Tanunda and Freeling. With me, I've got Scott Henschke in the commentary position, and our AV genius Sam taking care of all the audio and visual needs. But today, beautiful day for footy here at Tanunda Oval, and just saw the B grade finish where we saw Mitchell Fox, one of the Tanunda modern greats, play his 100th game. Scott, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Michael. It's a very nice winter's day here in the valley. Top temperature of 17 today. Oval's in pretty good condition considering the rain we had previous months, but we haven't had a lot of rainfall this month, Teeks.
Yes, the ground and the surrounds are in fantastic condition. It is a beautiful day. You and I are both wearing shirts, so if you're at home watching and you're nearby and you're not sure, definitely come down to Tanunda Oval today. This is going to be a really good close game of footy. Freeling are resurgent after they've been close a lot of weeks this year. They got a win a month ago against Williston, and now they believe they're a chance to beat almost any team they come up against. Tanunda have been up and down all year. They're looking very strong on paper today, and we're expecting a really big performance from the Magpies. So if you're at home and you're humming and hawing, definitely get down to Tanunda Oval. This is the place to be today.
Yes, it definitely is, Teeks. It's going to be a fiery contest. The rivals have long history of really delivering on a game day, so we're looking forward to this clash.
Yes, these two are two of the original teams from the Barossa and Light Association way back in the day. Well over 100 years of rivalry between the two clubs, and I don't expect this to be anything short of a firecracker of a game today.
And as you were saying earlier there, Teeks, they've both got pretty full lists today, and that should really show us what both sides have got to offer.
Yes, Freeling have had a rough year. They've had a rough few years, but a lot of games this year they've been close, but they haven't had a full-strength team on the park. This is probably as close to a full-strength team as I've seen for the Redlegs this season. And add to that one of their local legends, Sam Carmichael, playing his 200th game today. Big Sammy, if they're going to turn it on for anyone, they're going to turn it on for him. He's beloved in the Freeling community.
Yeah, that's a fair achievement in this age of footy to get 250 games. That's a credit to him. And it'll be interesting to see what he brings to the table today.
I think what he brings to the table is what he brings every week. He's a big presence in the forward line. He just presents repeatedly, and he will give 100% for his teammates. He's missed a lot of games through injury in his career. He had a severely broken leg about 4 or 5 years ago. That was painful to watch. I was at the ground, and I felt bad for the people on the stretcher that day because he is a really big unit. But I'm expecting Sam to be really up and about today because up and about is his thing.
Yes, well said there, Teeks. Just running through the list today, we've got Sam Colquhoun's the coach for Tanunda, and Jonathan Ross is the coach for Freeling.
A couple of really good ins for Tanunda, Benny Schiller and Ben Biaggi, the two Bens. They're going to add a lot of spice to Tanunda in their midfield. Benny Biaggi is a beautiful young footballer, probably played his 100th game a month ago against Kapunda, and yeah, he has a lot of speed and zip to Tanunda through the midfield coming off that wing. Benny Schiller's a former captain of the Magpies. He's a premiership captain, and he will bring the intensity today.
And we've got for the ins for Freeling is Damien Coulthard.
And out young Austin Polton. Austin Polton's a big loss. He's a young player who gets a lot of the footy. Coulthard's been all right the last month or so. He's had some good touches and has been in the top 6 a few times for the Redlegs. So hopefully he can cover a bit of that loss. But I'm expecting a really close game today. Either way, whichever team wins, it's going to be a tight, tough contest. And I'm expecting a lot of hard tackling through the midfield. Freeling's backline are good at shutting down small forwards. Tanunda rely on small forwards to kick their goals. That equation, to me, leads to a real tough fight.
Yes, and I've been told already by the Magpie supporters that if Tanunda lose today, that I'm never allowed to commentate again, because after going up to Anguston, which
You've got a good record.
which have played well on that day and hadn't won that cup for 5 years, I've just got to, really do some decent commentating today to get the Magpies across
Maybe
the
we
line.
should have gone in the rooms pre-game and told the Tanunda players that your life is in the balance here.
Yes, exactly, Teeks. But no, looking forward to this. They're coming. Tanunda boys are just coming to the bench, and looks like we're just about set to take on this game live here at Magpie Park.
Yes. Good crowd in attendance here today. Beautiful conditions. Still plenty of room if you want to come down and enjoy the atmosphere here at Tanunda. Definitely BLG footy is what it's about. It's a more pure form of footy than you'll see on TV. And if you want to watch good footy, Tanunda Oval's a good place to be today. You'll see the midfield starting to get set. Both teams. Umpire Hudson Nowak, one of the best umpires in the BLG. He's taking charge today along with Caelan Sullivan. He holds the ball in the air. We're about to get underway. Ball's up. And neither team really able to get a handle on that ball. Through the middle now, Tanunda with a quick clearance. Quick ball into the forward line. And a snap around the corner.
That was Calhoun, quick snap off the boot, and did that hit the post?
Yes, so first score of the game goes to Tanunda, minor score. And it was Lockie Earl out of the midfield there. Big player for Tanunda. He's a great midfield clearance player. Freeling moving forward now. That ball just over the head of the player at centre forward. Tanunda able to mop up. Real good movement out of the back line. Sold a bit of candy. Kicks to space.
Ben Schiller's come through. Quick handball across. Out to the wing here.
Young Hokeless moving the ball.
And Jackson Doherty just runs it over the line, but it's a kick in.
Boundary, kick in for last touch. That's the rule in the BLG. It's worked pretty well to speed up play this season. Freeling moving the ball. Big Sam Carmichael was under the contest, but Tanunda able to defend. Quick ball into the forward line. That ball seen over the boundary line. That'll be a boundary throw in deep in Freeling's forward line. Probably about 25 metres around from the goal. Lockie Heinrich up forward, which is a bit of a change, but he's going to add a little bit of zip to the Freeling forward line.
Falkenberg managed to get the tap down. They got the kick out the back line. Across to BLG. He's got it on the outer side, brings it back into the middle, into Lockie Earl.
Lockie Earl, that's good strong mark taken. A little bit of pressure coming late. He's going to stay down that outer wing. That kick doesn't hit a target, goes over the boundary line, so Freeling will get the ball back.
Aaron Killeen brings it back in to a player on the outer side for Freeling.
He's now holding a ball up, looking for a target. Freeling can't afford to do this. Tanunda are going to shut them down if they take their time.
Oh, that's a nice grab on the outer wing. Comes back towards the centre again.
Benny Schiller with the footy now. Quick kick finds a teammate on the flank. Low, quick pass in, finds Lochiel. He heads towards full forward. And strong contest from the Freeling player there who brings it to ground.
Smothered off the Hugh Sparks boot there, and it's tied up there in the forward line for Tanunda.
So we're going to have a ball up probably 25 to 30 metres out, almost directly in front.
That missed a whole lot of the players in.
Yeah, it wasn't the best ball up. Ball drifted away from the ruckman. So we'll have another ball up almost straight away. Again, neither ruckman able to impact as they were wrestling each other.
And it's balled up again in the forward line. He's tried to get a quick kick away, Dart smothered off his boot, and it's down on the ground and they just pile up. And the umpire comes in and grabs the ball to do another ball up. Quick tap out there by Henry Voigt. And another quick kick off the boot, and he's just gone to the near side.
John Greenslade with a quick snap there, just missed. But he's very dangerous around those stoppages in the forward line. He gets the ball to his boot very quickly.
Tanunda have peppered the goals early, but they haven't really made any major impact.
Freeling moving the ball out now. Quick mark on this outer wing. Young Owen Matts, another young player at the Redlegs.
And he's just moved it out, kicked it a little bit too wide there, and it's gone out of full.
Out in the full, so kick in for Tanunda, right, almost on centre wing.
Josh Oakless gives it a nice hoofed into the forward line for Tanunda.
Bit of a throw there, but the umpire was blindsided. Ball comes back, players gather under it. Freeling able to move the ball forward out of the contest. Big Sammy Carmichael overruns the footy. Young Hokeless grabs the ball, but an underplayer was held without it. So play on.
He's bringing it back.
No, bringing it back. Hokeless tried to play on. Really good initiative from the young man. He's a really impressive young footballer. I've seen some good stuff from him so far this season.
Becky kicks it over to the wide side there for the Tanunda Magpies. They kick it along the wing.
Trent Gers moving the ball down. That's a good strong mark taken
by Falkenberg.
He goes for the pocket. Freeling crashed the ball to ground. We see the ball wrapped up in that back pocket for the Redlegs now. Tanunda on the attack.
Like you said earlier, Teek, so you said it was going to be hot on, but there hasn't been any majors kicked yet.
No smooth movement of the footy yet. Both teams very, very tightly checking.
Yes. Freeling grabs it out of the ruck there. That's nice work done by Jonathan Ross. He kicks it down the wing side.
That bounce confused everyone.
Yeah, it's
Tanunda able to clean up. Ball spills out. Now Tanunda by hand moving the footy. That kick low, penetrating, cut off by the Freeling player.
Oh, heavy hit.
That's good country footy.
That's what we like to see, Teeks, isn't it?
That's why we don't like the sanitised stuff that you see on the TV most weeks.
Don't know what you're talking about. Don't watch it anymore. Come watch it live here at Tanunda Oval.
Absolutely. This is real footy. Ball wrapped up in the pocket, so umpire will take control once more. And Freeling ruckman Jonathan Ross really starting to get on top of Falkenberg in the ruck at the moment, but not getting clearances for Freeling, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting duel there, Teeks, on how they go across the journey today.
The two big men from Freeling, Koshel and Ross, probably have the advantage, but Tanunda are going to fight hard just to negate.
There's Sammy, quick handball out, back in the Tanunda forward line. Nice, strong mark.
Beautiful,
there.
Strong mark taken. Really good position. He's probably 20 metres from goal on a slight angle. This should be a simple goal.
Yeah. Isaac Felders lining up here. Just goes back. He's running in. Deliberate look on the ball, and that is...
Had no hesitation at all. Just went back, put the ball straight through the opening major of the game. And that goal, of course, brought to you by Ray White Craigmore, the premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs, and one of our great supporters here for our live stream.
Yes, correct there. That was good movement off the back of Calhoun. Get quick handball out of the pack and across through to the waiting Feltus there in the forward lines. Probably the best move we've seen so far today.
The best we've seen for a clearance from a ruck contest for the day, and that's where Tanunda are going to need to get on top. Back in the middle. Jonathan Ross puts his body into Falkenberg and gets the tap. That quick kick forward, finds a player. That's good, strong mark. Positioned himself well, used his body to protect the space and the drop of the ball.
Ben Heinrichs looking to line up.
Freeling captain, he's a real barometer for their team. If he's getting the ball, Freeling are in the game. No wind to speak of. He's coming in now. Good connection on the footy.
That is a
Looks
beautiful
good. The
kick.
umpire doing no work whatsoever. That's what they love. And a beautiful goal. He was confident. He didn't look to pass that at any stage. As a captain, he took it upon himself. And that's another goal for Ray White Craigmore, the premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs. But Joey Cirillo will sell your property anywhere.
So that's brought it back to just a narrow 2-point lead to Tanunda. And like we said earlier in the beginning of the game, this is going to be a hot contest.
But that was simple footy. One clearance, one kick, and playing in front of your defender.
Looks like things are settled down now. Up goes the ball. The rucks go
and
again.
Falkenberg got up early, still managed to get his hand to the footy. And that ball coming out again towards Freeling's end. Sammy Carmichael wrestling his opponent. He was backwards when the ball was dropping.
Oh, there's a big Sam. He's in there using his body.
There's a fair body too.
Yes. Now I can understand why you're so considerate about the
stretcher bearers. Yes, I think they deserve a medal for their efforts that other year.
Yes.
Ball up again. Umpires
pick something out of the middle there.
Found a free kick going to Tanunda's way.
That was Zane Kirkwood got the kick forward out to the outer side.
Kirkwood moved the ball forward, and now bowl spills. Just knocked on. Freeling, that bowl smothered. Heavy tackle laid out there on that outer wing.
Oh, there's a little bit of fisticuffs going on over there, Michael.
Each other.
They're not liking it.
Didn't really like that treatment on that initial tackle. I didn't see a lot in it, but players not real happy. Yeah, clear tack for Falkenberg. That player he got it to, wrapped up, taking the ground straight away.
Good to see the umpire kept moving the play on. Let's keep the ball going in the right direction.
That ball just tapped out. Freeling now with the kick. Coming into the middle of the ground. Players went early. Heinrich stayed down behind his opponent. Got the ball, but he was wrapped up straight away. We'll have a ball up just near centre half forward for the Redlegs. Freeling on the attack at the moment.
Umpire throws the ball up. It's tapped by the Freeling guy. Down. And
they're getting the ball to the outside of the contest, which is where they want it. Tanunda, Matt Westhoff defending well back there. Player goes to ground, hangs on to it, and the umpires said, no, that's a free kick. Yeah, you held the ball. You brought it in. You made no attempt to get rid of it.
Just was laying over the ball then. Just the way it fell down onto the ball. The umpire probably called that correctly on that occasion. And
Freeling now not trying to bring the ball down to the ruckman's feet for their midfielders. They're trying to tap it to the outside of the stoppage.
And that's a good move. Gives them a bit more space to operate in.
Coming in now. Hits that cleanly,
umpire.
And that's another goal. Playing with a bit of confidence now, the Redlegs, and that's another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs.
Brings Freeling to two straight goals.
Ben Heinrich leading from the front. He is the captain of the Redlegs. He's the flag bearer. He's saying, boys, I'm here. Come with me. Follow me. I'm going to show you the way. So Freeling have taken their first lead in the game. So ball back to the middle now. Sam Carmichael moving into the ruck now. Going to use a bit more body against young Falkenberg, just trying to wear him down. He gets the tap down. Freeling players tackled as he kicks it, but Sam able to grab it, kicks around the corner. Ball flying forward now, and Heinrich in front once again to his opponent, just giving him too much lead at the footy.
That was a good pass from Lockie Heinrich straight to Ben Heinrich.
Yes, they are related. I'm not sure if they're brothers, but they're definitely, everyone's related at Freeling. But that was Sam Carmichael in his 200th game in the middle of the field. Got the tap down, got down low, picked it up and snapped it around the corner, just gave his team a chance. That's desperation from the big man. Heinrich goes back, and the goal umpire, as lazy as you like, does not move.
No.
That is beautiful kick. Ben Heinrich is flushing the ball smoothly off the boot. And yet another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs, if you want to pad your portfolio, Scott.
That's right. Freeling 3 goals 18 to Tanunda 1 goal to 8. So 10-point margin here at Magpie Park. And that was very slickly moved there by the Freeling team. And I think it started from the middle, from the big Sam Carmichael, getting the tap down to his players and then going back for the second grab and getting it out of the middle. And that quick movement caught Tanunda unaware.
Speed kills. It's was a road safety campaign, but it's very applicable in football. You move the ball quickly, it's very hard to stop.
And with conditions being as nice as they are today, that ball is bouncing quite well off the turf.
See Scotty Dutchke and his opponent Isaac Feltus being pretty physical before the ball even goes up. Young Falkenberg got up early, got his hand to the footy. Tanunda player's not able to grab it. Freeling player is wrapped up in a crushing tackle. He's taking the ground. Lockie Earl doing the hard work for the Magpies in the middle.
Falkenberg up again against Sam.
Lockie Earl got the ball, tackled as he got rid of it. Freeling players able to grab the footy. They pass it backwards. Tanunda, beautiful clean movement there. Freeling defenders, Trav Muster fighting hard back there. The old veteran, he never stops.
Benny Schiller.
That looping handball really didn't advantage anyone.
We've got a one-on-one in the forward line. And it was just rushed through there on the last defence.
Minor score for Tanunda.
Very scrappy though, Teeks. You know,
very scrappy. That's what I was expecting. Both these teams don't want to give an inch. They're going to make sure that the ball is on their terms. They're not going to let it out cleanly.
Quick kick out there by Freeling, finds a guy at half-back flank for him.
He's got long leads coming. There's plenty of them.
Very, very careful at this stage.
He takes the ball sideways. Freeling just maintaining possession as they're coming out of defence. They don't want to give Tanunda a chance for a quick turnaround. Ball coming down the outer wing now, looking for Carmichael. He goes up, but he's well defended. Falkenberg got the spoil. That quick kick going forward goes over the head of the Freeling player.
Westhoff's in there against the Freeling fella.
Lockie Earl in the middle. He just slams the ball on his boot, going forward. No one able to get their hand on the footy. Spills to ground. Freeling player had the ball.
That was
and
cold.
He was taken down in a beautiful tackle, unable to get rid of it, holding the ball. That's fantastic forward pressure from the Magpies. Forces a shot on goal. So now we've got Tanunda, Ashton Steiner, young player, up-and-comer, real goer. He's got a chance to go back and kick a goal for the Magpies.
And he's got that one straight through the high diddly.
Yeah.
Great goal.
Again, beautiful kicking, perfect conditions for kicking goals. So another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs. We're nearly 16 and a half minutes into the first quarter on the Ray White Craigmore time clock. And Freeling in control on the Birds Barossa scoreboard. Currently 3 goals, leading Tanunda 2-3. So a tight contest here at Tanunda.
And they've changed the rucks again in the middle for Freeling, and they've brought back Jonathan
Ross, the playing coach.
So they're really working the ruck over at the moment for Tanunda. He's going to be against this all day. And they go, ball gets thrown up. It taps towards the Freeling guy. He's got it in his hands. He's pushed it forward a bit. They're running towards half-forward flank.
Forward.
And that's out of bounds.
Well offline, that's going out of bounds, so Tanunda will get the kick in. That quick kick in, finds a player. He's now looking to cross the play. He does that. Tanunda just coming down this camera wing side.
And there's Benny Schiller's taken a nice mark out in front. He's got a few passes loose short, but he's gone a bit longer.
And he has shanked that kick a little bit. Freeling player able to take a diving mark just inside the boundary.
That was a good mark there by Charlie Oliver.
Charlie Oliver, one of the most impressive young players in the Freeling outfit.
But it must have been judge touched. I thought I would have called that one, but
anyway. might have taken some grass before the second grabber, possibly. The umpire was in perfect position. We'll let him take responsibility for that. Hudson Knight, one of the best umpires in the BLG. Oliver in fighting at the bottom of the contest.
That was well held in there by the Tanunda guy on that occasion. They're up against it. taps it down to...
And holding the ball.
Oh,
That's a very quick decision paid against Freeling. No, against Tanunda, sorry.
Yes, that's...
Hard to tell. I wasn't sure who had the ball at the bottom of the contest, but the umpire on the other side of it had a perfect view. So Oliver now moving the ball forward. This is probably the part of his game that lets him down a little bit. It's a pretty good kick. Just goes over the head of Heinrich.
And Wester
that early jump
has given a free away.
An unrealistic attempt and took Heinrich out of the contest. So free kick paid Freeling's way. That's good umpiring.
Freeling kicks it in.
He goes long, looking for the big men. And Adam Koshel at full forward. He's too big, too strong. Size does matter.
It does on this occasion, and that's a good...
That's beautiful play from the Redlegs. And the big fella, formerly on Port Adelaide's AFL list, goes back and puts it straight through the middle. And that's another goal for Ray White Craigmore and another goal for Freeling.
And that will be the 7th goal for this first quarter. So
high scoring first quarter after a scrappy start. But yes, Freeling showing with those big fellas in the forward line, with Heinrich, Koshel and Ross and Carmichael switching up there. It's very hard to stop if you get the ball in quickly.
Sorry, that was a correction there. The 6th goal scored for the quarter.
So, okay, Scott, we know that counting is not really your forte.
Yes, no, I didn't get past grade 1.
It was the best 4 years of your life, I heard.
Back in the middle anyway.
It's going to be a repeat ball up.
Oh, nice little tap down there by Henry Voigt, who's gone in the ruck for a minute.
Giving Falkenberg a chop out. That ball bounces over the heads of the players. Benny Heinrich read it well, but the handball goes straight to Tanunda.
Picks up now there again, the umpire.
And Freeling player Heinrich was thrown to the ground off the play.
No,
free kick went Tanunda's way.
Yeah, went to Joshy Hokeless. He got thrown off, I think.
Young Josh Hokeless, he's a real goer. I do like the way he goes about his footy.
Out on the wing there, it's been pushed over the line. I think she'll be a tap in.
So boundary throw in on the outer wing. Very barren outer wing now that the trees have been removed out there with the redevelopment of the Tanunda Oval Complex.
Yes, yeah, 100% correct there.
Massive change, but it's going to be great for the community once it's done. Tanunda on that outer wing now, moving the ball quickly. Quickly inside their forward 50. Another kick going deep.
Joel Griffith gets it in quick, but
Freeling player meets the ball. His kick going out, runs straight out of play, so Tanunda will get the ball probably 55 metres out on the boundary. So we'll have another repeat entry for the Magpies.
Looks like Zane Kirkwood's got the kick in off of that one, so he'll be looking for somebody up forward.
He had the kick in. He put the ball into the 50 previously, so it's 2 in a row.
And that was a good mark there by Sammy Colhoun.
Sammy Colhoun, he's got this probably 40 metres from goal. He'll be kicking from 45. This is well within his range. He is a beautiful kicker of the footy. His kicking is what got him drafted. He's an elite user of the footy.
And he's an
ex-Port Power, ex-Sturt, ex-Central District, ex-Angaston.
Thank you, Teeks.
He's played a few places, but he's been good everywhere. Coming in now. Flushes that beautifully off the boot. Goal umpires have been unmoved today. This is the laziest pair of goal umpires I've seen in a long time. Neither of them have had to move sideways at all. That's another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs. But Joey Cirillo can probably look after you with a property anywhere you're interested.
So, yeah, it's been a fiery first quarter here at Magpie Park.
This is beautiful. It's good, hard footy. This is what I like to watch. This is why I still watch football.
And like you said, the kicking's been very, very good for goal. Not a breath of wind at the minute. And the ball goes up in the centre again. And
neither ruckman able to affect it. On the second bounce they do. Ball spills out for Freeling. That backhand ball. Now that quick kick forward. The bouncing ball sort of eludes everyone. Tanunda able to get back. Kirkwood now, he's all class, turns back inside, hits a target.
We've got Felders there. He's picked that one off of Kirkwood.
That was Kirkwood showing us why he's such an amazing footballer. Under pressure, didn't panic.
And he's going to get it back again here. No.
He didn't quite complete the mark, was a little short of him. Freeling now with that kick forward, into space, player running on. That handball to the side is quite good. That quick kick across finds Koshel lurking out the top of the goal square. He turns around and smashes it through. Matt Westhoff claiming that he's touched it, but the goal umpire's not interested in listening to him.
Costly mistake there on the half-back line for Tanunda. Just didn't quite hit the target, and Freeling were able to turn that over really swiftly.
That's good football from the Redlegs, able to take advantage of a mistake, and if they can punish Tanunda for mistakes today, they're going to be right in this contest. It's something they've struggled with the last few years. They've managed to get the ball through the middle of the ground, but finishing off has been a real weakness for them, but today they look like they're on song. See Jonathan Ross back into ruck, really working the Tanunda ruckman over today. They're going to tag team, and they can put Koshel in there later if they want.
Boy up against him as well, and they
Ross gets the tap, comes backwards, well picked up by Tanunda. Ball just over the head of the player in the goal square, well at the top of the 50. Muster now by hand trying to clear out. Handball doesn't find anyone.
Tanunda get the handball out, cross to.
Mark not paid because it wasn't 15. That player turns the corner, takes a flying snap, but he's offline. Tanunda just moving that ball forward with sheer pressure and weight of numbers. Couldn't find a clear possession at any stage, but just smashing the ball forward. They might have to be willing to play ugly at times, the Magpies.
Freeling kick it in, and he's landed it straight on the chest of Tanunda player that's cut across there in front of the Freeling guy.
Looks like Lockie Earl. I'll find out in just a moment when he turns around.
Going a country mile back. He likes a long run up.
He's doing the Ben Brown.
Yes. Tanunda badly need this one. And he has
John Greenslade
swiftly off the boot,
and he is kicked truly. That's another goal for the Magpies. After a slow start to the quarter, we're seeing the goals start to flow now. Both teams really starting to hit their straps.
Yes, it has been quite flowing and good after that first little 5-minute patch where it took a little bit to get going, but now it's really opened up a bit more, and there's been free scoring from both teams. It's been quite pleasing to watch.
Good attacking footy. Again, neither ruckman able to really affect that bounce. Ball pops out, not far enough to be paid a mark. Freeling player plays on. That kick going deep. Didn't really advantage the player, but he's got back onto the footy, under pressure. Well defended. The ball scooped up. Tanunda with possession. He's taken down in a massive tackle.
Massive tackle.
I think it's a free kick being played.
Yeah,
he was pulled forward in that tackle. That was a beastly hit.
That was a big hit and a great tackle to tie him up and give them a chance at another score here late in the first quarter.
Fraser Mann, another player who's been impressive for the Redlegs this year. He's going to be kicking from a fair angle though. Distances, he's probably going to be kicking from 40 metres. Real floater, goes to the goal square. And a good juggling mark taken there by the Tanunda player. He got in front of everyone. He said it's my footy.
Yeah, that was Westhoff there. He's taken a nice strong mark. Coming out to the grandstand side.
Looking for the young player in Hokeless. Hokeless takes the mark. He goes back. He's looking for an option. Takes the little one over the top. Just goes over that player's head. So the ball will come over the boundary line just in front of the Tanunda box.
And we'll have a throw in here on the half-forward flank for Tanunda.
For Freeling.
Freeling, sorry.
Dutski now with the handball.
They've got an open player in the middle here in young Charlie Oliver. He's hit across to another Freeling guy, and they've still got control here. And he's
big kick now from Jonathan Ross. Goes deep, finds a bit of open space. Ball bounces towards the boundary line. It's carried over, so it won't be a free kick to Tanunda. It'll be a throw in, probably 25 metres around from the Freeling goal. Freeling looking to reset from the stoppage. Tanunda will want to make sure they don't want to give up a late goal.
No, not this period of the game. The boundary
We are nearly 30 minutes into the first quarter on the Ray White Craigmore time clock.
Oh, good mark, strong mark in front there. Front position always pays best.
Freeling, Trav Muster, the super veteran. He finds a player just outside the 50. So he's looking for a target. He goes short. Ball comes to ground. Tanunda player grabbed the ball. He dropped it as he was smashed into the turf.
Looks like Freeling have come here with a real hard game plan, and it's starting to pay off for him.
That ball taken down. Zane Kirkwood had the ball. One-handed got rid of it. I'm not sure how. Tanunda clearing out to that boundary. They've picked it up now.
BLG's got it. Quick handball on the
little
inside.
budgie.
Trent Gers, another pass across to the middle of the ground. Tanunda moving it fast here. Good opportunity. And strong mark by the Freeling defence.
Taken behind. That little chip kick going backwards, but he's found a player. And that brings the first quarter to an end here at Tanunda Oval in what's proving to be a really exciting game of football so far, Scott.
Yes, it has been quite a hotly contested ball. Freeling 5 goals to Tanunda 4 goals 4. A slim margin of 2 points.
So we're seeing beautiful hard-fought footy here. It's hard to see which team is really going to get on top next. Tanunda, you would think on paper, through weight of numbers, should be able to steady and find more access to goal during the day, but Freeling are attacking the contest with a determination that is really paying off for them.
I can't disagree with you there. They have had better control of the ball. It did take note there when they were bringing it from the back line. They did it with control and preciseness, and it opened up the ground for them.
Yes, control and precise when they're coming out of defence, but then once they get in the middle of the ground, they're just going fast into the forward line, and their forwards are playing in front and playing the percentages.
And that's caught Tanunda out on a couple of occasions, as we've seen today already in this first quarter.
Tanunda, Freeling have the advantage of having so many big guys that they can play forward. Both the ruckman, Jonathan Ross, Sam Carmichael, are 6'5" plus, can play in the forward line. Adam Koshel, 6'8", and an absolute monster. You've got Benny Heinrich, their captain, who's a big, strong player, a centre-half forward type who's very mobile, and they're just giving those guys an opportunity to get in front and get the footy.
Yes, and it shows with the stats out of the centre clearances as well. Freeling have had, at least good 4 clearances out of the centre compared to Tanunda's 2. Genuine clearances out of the centre, so that has made a big difference, Teeks.
Yes, absolutely. That centre clearance, on a day like today when the weather is so good, you can't afford to be giving up that stat.
No, and that's the key. They've bit of two-teaming, and then Tanunda swapped their rucks around there late in that quarter as well. And that, it's going to be an interesting second quarter going forward.
It's going to be a great quarter. I wouldn't turn off this channel at this stage because it's going to be a really tight contest all day. Got a score from around the grounds on the Birds Barossa scoreboard. Currently at quarter time, Williston 4-3-27, leading Kapunda 3-3-21. That's a game that I think could go either way. Kapunda looking to take Williston's spot in 4th. So that'll be a great contest to keep an eye on. And of course you can watch that during the week on YouTube. But today the live stream game here at Tanunda Oval, perfect conditions for footy, great day out for your family. Come down, catch up with a few friends, have a quiet drink or two. We will encourage that because it is a great way to be part of your community. Okay, that quarter, the goal kickers, we've had an interesting spread. Scott, what have you got?
We've got Aston Stein for Tanunda has kicked 2, Isaac Felder's kicked 1, and Calhoun's kicked 1, and then for Freeling we've got Adam Coxshell's kicked a couple, and Benny Heinrich, the captain's, kicked 3.
Benny Heinrich leading from the front, but Coxshell always a big target. But Coxshell definitely in that goal square. If you've got him one-on-one, it's going to be a really tough day for the Tanunda defence. So players lining up again. Umpire in the middle. He's holding the footy up. We're about to get underway for quarter number 2 here at Tanunda Oval. Ball goes up.
Falkenberg's up, but the Freeling Rucks run it, and then they've got a
and Ross gets the clearance. And that's a quick mark taken. Big Sam Carmichael on the lead. That little low kick. Tanunda player drifting in from the side. Chipped in and cut it off. Ball coming back out to the outer side. Benny Schiller, he's been beaten by his Freeling opponent there.
That's Joel Cochran's got on the outer wing.
He goes low and long. No one able to take the footy. So a free kick's been paid.
Was that for a bit of a throw?
Possibly a little bit of a throw. But Tanunda will clear now from half-back through Matthew Westhoff. He goes very low. Diving mark not paid. Hit the turf first. So we'll have a ball up almost at half-back for the Magpies.
Umpire throws the ball up. The Rucks go again. Tanunda win that tap.
With the tap. Ball comes to the boot of a Tanunda player. He goes forward and mark is paid.
Comes out to the grandstand side. Sees Bailey Smith on his own.
Smith with a bit of leg speed. He carries the footy. Kicks deep. Looking for a player. It bounces in front of him. He picks it up. Was unable to find a target by hand.
There's Hugh Smart there. Tackled hard. Ashton Steinitz in there as well for Tanunda.
Great work from the Pies. A lot of physical effort. Trent Gers now on the footy. He's smashed into the turf, but he's strong like a bull. He's not going to give it up.
And your mate Heinrich's in there as well.
Ball up now. Falkenberg with the clear tap. Colhoun takes it. He handballs backwards. Tanunda with that kick. It's way up in the air. Falkenberg taps it like it's a ruck contest.
And instantly locked up there. The Freeling guy couldn't do anything, and there'll be a throw up.
Falkenberg holds his ground, gets the tap, goes to clear grass.
Oh, that was a bit of a high one there.
Zane Kirkwood giving away the free kick there. He put his hands up straight away. He's a fair footballer. That's one of the things we love about him.
Charlie Oliver's got that one. He's just looking around, seeing where he's going to hold up play again a bit. Doesn't want to hand it straight back. Oh, that's a lovely pass.
Finds big Sammy Carmichael, who's up and about. He's
him.
going to go long into the forward line, and why wouldn't you? You've got big fellas down there.
Beautiful
An
delivery.
uncontested mark taken there. A little bit of pressure coming from the side, but ultimately no body contact. You cannot afford to leave big guys open like that. So mark was taken probably 25, 30 metres from goal. Benny Heinrich, once again, he's got the footy. He's not interested in passing. He knows what he wants to do. He's the captain. He leads from the front.
And he has been hot today, Teeks.
He has been fantastic.
He has been red hot. Everything he's done has done very well today. I wouldn't doubt this one for a minute.
Coming in now. And he flushes that ball beautifully off the boot. Goal umpire, once again, made to do no work. They're really appreciating not sweating in these beautiful conditions. So that's another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs. And Freeling just showing that good fast ball movement into the forward line. They're almost too big down there for Tanunda to compete with.
Beautiful day here at the Barossa Light Football Association game round 14, Tanunda versus Freeling. And we're getting back into the centre. Boundary umpires just give it to the central umpire and we'll be underway again.
Tanunda really starting to find it hard. They've only got one tall defender in their team. That's Matt Westhoff. He can't cover everyone.
No, that's correct.
Ball up. Ross now with the tap back to a teammate. He's smashed into the ground straight away. So we'll have a repeat ball up almost in exactly the same spot. There's Benny Heinrich. He's moved into the middle, just trying to get... Oh, sorry, Scotty Dutchke. The man with a hard head who'll never give up. Tanunda with the ball. They get the clearance. Quick movement, bounces off player's chest in the forward line. Tanunda player wrapped up in a tackle straight away. Young Sam Daff.
First quick clearance we've seen out of the middle from Tanunda for a while there. I think they need to get Lockie Earl in there a bit more.
I think so. He is their strongest big bull of a midfielder. So the player driven into the ground. Umpire didn't see anything askew, so it'll be a ball up inside the Tanunda forward 50.
It's a very crowded forward line here. Oh, nicely tapped out. A quick snapshot here from Tanunda.
Two players under the footy. Wrestling. Tanunda player was forced to the ground. Not unfairly.
And another ball up here, right on the
ball up,
goal
right
square.
at the top of the goal square.
Tanunda grabbed it out of the ruck. Lucky he didn't get pinged. When Freeling jumps up it again, I think it should be another ball up here. By Aaron.
Aaron Killian grabbed the ball. He was taken straight away. So we see the ruckman go at it again. Falkenberg unable to get there to tap. Freeling defending desperately, almost on their own goal line.
Yes, and the pressure has picked up here in the second quarter on the tackling side of things. Thrown up by the umpire. Tap down to the Freeling guy. Aaron's got it out.
Killian with a clearing kick into the middle. That tap backwards finds his teammate. The clearing kick. Bounces off Heinrich's shin. As we see a throw paid now going against Tanunda. So Freeling, chance to get the ball into the forward line quickly. Sammy Carmichael just loads up. He goes deep. He's looking for the big man who was being held by one arm. Koshel now chasing it. He's beaten by the quicker defender. Tanunda now running the ball. They've got a chance to move the ball swiftly. That kick
Over to Sammy.
over the top finds Sam Colhoun. This is where Tanunda want the footy in the hands of their best ball users. Young Biaggi on the outer wing just misses his target.
Just missed there by Joel Griffith. Just a little bit off, and it's out of bounds there in the
So we'll have a ball in just around from Tanunda's goal. So how quickly the ball was moved from Freeling threatening for a goal, now Tanunda doing the same.
Nice tap over
Falkenberg
the
with
back.
a quick tap to the back of the contest. Freeling able to clear though. Tanunda taking a strong mark there out on the flank. He's telling everyone, get deep, I don't want to handball this.
Lining up here, and that's a lovely strong mark there by
Beautiful mark taken in defence.
Jonathan Ross again. He's been everywhere, man, today.
He brings the ball out to this side. He's got Charlie Oliver under the footy.
He's had quite a bit of the ball today.
He's a ball magnet, and he's a player of the future for the Redlegs.
Yeah, I've liked the way he's moved there around the ground. He seems like he's got good footy head.
He's got great ball finding ability. That ball now moved out to the outer wing. He's got a player free. He's going to have a kick from just outside 50. He's flushed it nicely. Right to the goal square.
Unfairly punched, obviously, front onto the man. I think that was big Sammy Carmichael there as well. Yes. No, not sorry. My apologies.
Adam Koshel, he's down on the ground.
He's up
now. See the free kick going his way.
That was just the quick movement of the ball again.
Quick movement, and you've got a guy down there who is so big and so outmatching his opponents that you're either going to let him mark it or you're going to give a free kick away. That is smart footy from the Redlegs.
They played that well on this occasion. This will be an interesting kick. He's pushed him over into the pocket, though.
And the umpire is really giving him a task.
Yes, pushed him right around. Just waiting for the
but this is a guy who was on an AFL list. It shouldn't be a problem.
Looks like we've got the blood rule here just coming in. Big Adam Coxhill got a bit of graze across his head on that one, so he's just getting treated while that's happening. Lines up, deliberate kick. And he's put it
kicked
through.
it truly, and that's another goal for Ray White Craigmore, and it's turning into a bit of a goal fest here at Tanunda Oval. As Freeling hit back and they close the margin on the BLG Barossa scoreboard. Currently it's Tanunda are 4-4-28, leading Freeling 4-2-26.
7 goal.
Sorry. Sam, you're making it difficult.
Anyway, that's
I've had more fingers thrown at me at the moment than I do when I upset people.
that's Benny Heinrich's
So
5th goal for the game.
Tanunda 7 goals. Sorry, Freeling 7 goals straight, 42, leading Tanunda 4-4-28.
I think we might need to take it back to a WEA course there, Teeks.
There's quite a bit going on here at the moment.
On this grandstand side, Tanunda got the ball on their half-back flank. Little chip forward across to young Trent Gers. Haven't seen much of him today. He's
No,
been
not a
pretty
lot.
quiet. And that's across to Brocky Welsh, who's got the ball here on the grandstand wing.
Wilt's another good young magpie. Part of the building blocks for the future here at Tanunda.
Yeah, there's some good young players out there. I'm liking what
Young
I'm seeing.
Falkenberg went for the mark, and he was clocked high, so he's earned a free kick for the Magpies.
And Lockie Earl just busted away with the ball there. Tanunda got opportunity up
Freeling
forward.
well poised in defence. They're clearing now. That player was met heavily, but he threw a bit back. Clearing now down the outer wing. They go deep.
And he's looking for Ben Heinrich out on the far side.
That
who
ball
wouldn't-
comes down to the player who was perfectly positioned in front. That chip kick across finds big Sam Carmichael, who barely could stop. He was going that fast. He goes deep, looking for their strength. Big fella goes up. Jonathan Ross, he's too big, too strong, and he takes a very good overhead mark. That's beautiful entry from Sam Carmichael. They're playing a belter in his 200th.
He most certainly is,
He's
Teeks.
up and about, which is his thing.
Deliberately lining up here for another set shot, Ross.
Beautiful kick of the footy.
Moving in.
You watch his action.
Pretty well marked this one straight down.
Yes, that's fantastic. He is one of those textbook actions where you want to show that to kids over and over, because you kick like that, you'll very rarely go wrong. That's another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs. Freeling really looking good in this second quarter.
Yeah, they have opened up a bit of a break here on the Magpies, so they've got out of the blocks with some great play moving forward, and we've got Tanunda 4-4 to Freeling, who haven't missed 8 goals.
It's 8 goals straight. The only game they've won this year was against Williston. They kicked 18 goals straight. Sorry, 18-3 for the day.
Yeah.
So straight goal kicking is their thing.
Yeah, that's good. Good to see. You don't see it that much anymore.
The basic skills of footy, it shows that if you get the basics right, you can play well.
Up in the middle again.
Bit of a change up in the ruck for Freeling. Falkenberg now with that handball forward back. That's a really good strong mark taken by Ashton Steinert.
He's unfortunately run into his teammate on that occasion and just taken his legs out. Moving into the forward line.
Just going to watch that on the replay because that was delicious.
And out of bounds. Ball in.
He's a Steinert, so he's got a hard head. That's going to go in his favour.
Yes. There was a heavy clash.
Steinerts, they're built like woodpeckers. It's very hard to concuss them.
He's as tough as nails.
Hokeless with a great tap there. Finds the teammate. Trent Gers, he was taken high.
A little bit high there. Isaac felt it's off.
Tanunda playing on through BLG.
Sharing around a bit on the outer side.
BLG handballs over to the coach, Colhoun. Colhoun goes wide, finds a player. There's a mark taken.
I don't know what was going on there. They've given a free kick.
There's a free kick
downfield.
paid downfield. So we'll have Isaac Feltus taking a shot on goal. Almost disadvantages Tanunda. From there, Colquhoun, I would have marked him down for a goal.
Going for his second goal of the game, Isaac.
And he does it perfectly.
It's a great kick there by Isaac. A badly needed goal for Tanunda.
Very needed goal for the Magpies. Another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs. But that was good football from the Magpies. And I don't know if the goal umpires went into their players' rooms before the game and said, look, our lateral movement isn't great. Can you kick straight? Because I haven't seen them move sideways on a shot for goal yet.
They've been pretty good kicking here today at Magpie Park.
And the only points have really been rushed.
Halfway through the second quarter here at Magpie Park. Just bringing it back into the middle for a ball up. The Rucks have been going at it all day.
And players, ruckman jump early. Neither player gets it.
And it's wrapped up.
So we'll have a repeat ball up in almost exactly the same spot.
There's a bit of wrestling going on. And here comes Lockie.
Tanunda with a quick clearance. Lockie Earl back in the middle. It's what we called for. Tanunda unable to get front position. Freeling able to clear.
It's nearly a set play there. They just need to get their forward line right for Tanunda there so they can get the ball.
Ball coming over now. Ball comes in. Beautiful mark taken behind by Smith.
I think that was Joel Griffith on that occasion.
Sorry, Joel Griffiths was behind. He used his body, nudged the Freeling defender under the footy. No way he could have given away a free kick.
And like you said before, Teeks, it's really opened up there on the scoreboard side there.
Going to be taking a shot from tight angle, but he's only 35 metres out where we'll be kicking from. He's just offline to the near side, so minor score. It's one of the few misses we've seen for the day.
Yes, that was a very deliberate shot, just missed to the left-hand side on this occasion.
Griffiths normally plays across half-back and really owns that territory back there, but he's playing up forward today.
We'll see, Freeling will bring it out from defence now.
They're looking... I'd say they'll go down the outer wing, the defensive side of the ground here at Tanunda, as they do.
Aaron kicks it out long.
That's a big mark taken.
By Jared Hales.
Jared Hales, good addition to the Freeling side this year from Port Districts.
And that's another strong mark by Sam Carmichael.
Carmichael's having a belter. I haven't seen him play this good for about 15 years.
He is on fire today.
He goes long, and another strong mark. Freeling just moving this ball up.
Partner in crime there, Heinrich. He's playing out of his skin, kicks it to the forward line.
Looking for the big fella. Can't get it on the second grab. Ball comes to ground though. A lot of pressure put on. Free kick goes Tanunda's way. They're moving the ball out. Neither player able to grab it. Comes to ground. Tanunda clearing. And Ashton Steiner on a hard lead on this wing. Takes the mark. He plays on quickly. In dispute. Freeling player with a smart little chip kick inboard. Finds a player. He's marked. Jonathan Ross now. He's switching the play. Goes across that outer side. Freeling moving the ball with confidence now. They're going fast. They're going hard. Don't find a target on that occasion. Tanunda player soccers the ball backwards. Tanunda player picks it up, but he's wrapped up. A lot of desperation here. Ball just bounces out of bounds. So it looks like we'll have a boundary throw in. Deep in the Freeling forward pocket. But that ball movement by Freeling is ominous. Yes. Tanunda have got to be worried about that.
Yes, they're moving it very, very swiftly today. The Redlegs. Boundary throw in.
Koshel in the ruck. He gets the tap down. Another player picked it up and he's wrapped up immediately, so we'll have a ball up almost in the same spot where the ruckman contested just a moment ago. Koshel gets a clear tap. Doesn't really advantage anyone though. It's a rolling maul at the bottom of that. So we'll have yet another ball up. We're almost in front of the Freeling goal now.
Yeah, a bit of a stagnant part of the game here at the moment. It has just locked up a little bit in the Freeling forward line. Tap down. Across the Freeling
player
paling.
picks it up. He kicks out of the contest. It's up and under. Freeling player was able to get the ball.
That was
Sammy Carmichael handballs off
to Mr. Ben Heinrich.
Benny
Another sausage roll.
The two big men. They've known each other for a long time. They've played together a long time, and that's beautiful play. The ball didn't go far enough for it to be paid to mark. Carmichael knew instantly, handballed quickly, and that's a beautiful goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs. And that's a big goal for Freeling because it stems Tanunda's comeback momentum and just reaffirms that lead that they had shortly ago.
Yes, I know. Definitely continued on from the first quarter, the Redlegs, and they've kicked strongly and straight again this game. And the Magpies run off the square too soon. And
free kick for the Redlegs. Jonathan Ross drives it deep, and why wouldn't you? Westhoff defended well against Heinrich there. Heinrich wrapped Westhoff up as soon as he was able to pick it up. So we'll have a boundary throw in deep in the forward line. Freeling pressing once again. We are well into the second quarter, nearly 21 minutes into the second quarter on the Ray White Craigmore time clock.
Tanunda grabs it there in Kirkwood.
That ball bounces well for BLG. He gets the handball off to the outside. Finds a player down the wing, and he's railed into the fence, unfortunately. Freeling player behind him goes down as well.
Oh, that would have
hurt.
hurt.
Cramp. Nothing untoward, but that's why they are moving the fences back here at Tanunda. They're looking after player safety, and I think that's a fantastic thing that they are investing in the safety of the community.
Yeah, it is a good thing there, Teeks. The ground widening that's happened here at Tanunda. Tanunda with a quick kick out to the forward line. Brings it to Josh Greenslade. He's had a pretty average day so far today.
Tanunda picked up that drop. Tried to drive the ball in, but the umpires called it back. Free kick went Tanunda's way, so they're going to have a chance to drive the ball deep into attack. And Falkenberg was under that foot. He couldn't get the second grab. Comes to ground.
He's in the box seat there and just slipped out of his mittens on this occasion.
Well defended, though. The defender did get a fist on it.
Oh, he did. So that was you're right. Well defended. Just missed out on this occasion. Rucks are up. Tapped it down to nobody in particular. It's a real messy pack there at the moment, and it's going to be another ball up.
Tanunda win the tap down, but to no one in particular. Freeling player was almost legged.
And there's Tanunda really need to make something happen here in this dying stages of the second quarter, just to get a bit of momentum
stem
back.
the momentum, and just before half time get a closer margin.
Freeling just running out of the back line too freely at the moment, but Tanunda have got it again. Quick kick it out to the outer side. Kuhan's got it on that
quick movement in,
and it's a nicely marked scoreboard side, looking at a shot on goal.
So Tanunda a chance to make some inroads here. Probably their most important kick of the day. Tight angle, he's going to be kicking from a fair way out. Saw Griffiths miss from almost here not that long ago. And beautiful goal kick there.
He's put her through. That's badly needed goal there for Tanunda.
That's a classy kick on goal, and another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs, and a vital score for the Magpies. But Tanunda makes some inroads back. They've narrowed the margin to just 13 points now. They're within striking distance, so if they can keep this deficit to half-time, they will be in the contest.
Back in the middle, rucks go up, tap down towards Freeling, get the tap out across. Sammy Calhoun's got the ball now, he's carrying it out the other side, gets a kick across to Jackson Doherty. He's got on the outer wing and it goes out of bounds.
Well, the ball in on the outer side, almost on the centre wing position.
It's locked in there, fierce tackle on that occasion by the Freeling player. They've really gone up a level with their tackling today. Tanunda get it out, here's Calhoun.
Quick ball into the forward line. Well defended. Freeling player picks it up. He's wrapped up straight away. He smacks into the turf.
A very strong
Umpire's paid a free kick going Freeling's way, is it?
No,
he's going to have a ball up.
Ball up there.
Probably a little quick on the whistle.
Yeah. Quick snap out of the pack. Rolls through.
Freeling player playing a goalkeeper role. He handballs the ball through for a point.
The rush behind there.
So Freeling will have the chance to clear it now. It's probably clever play late in the term. Plays on. Goes long down that outer side.
Oh, lovely mark there and played on.
Beautiful one-hand mark.
You can really work the wings here at Tanunda. Tanunda got it in that possession again. Oh, there's a cut off there, but it's still in the middle of the ground. Tanunda can pick it up. Good hands off.
Beautiful take at pace. He drives the ball deep. Unable to hit a target. Freeling now by hand. Another handball. They're coming back inboard.
Seemed like he had forever there, the Freeling player, and he spotted somebody up on the
target.
wing.
That's too easy coming out of defence for Freeling. That's something that Tanunda will really be worried about at half-time. Tanunda player got up high early. He didn't touch anything. He came down hard.
That was Hugh Smart there on this occasion.
Not so smart in that occasion.
No, he's given it across.
Ball comes across. Scotty Dutchke on the left. Little chip kick towards the goal square. Tanunda player held his ground at the back of the contest. He's moving the ball out now into space. Tanunda player was looking over his shoulder. He's beaten to it by the Freeling player who was desperate. Dutchke it was.
Voigt over to
Lockie Earl with a quick handball to a player who's smashed it.
Oh, it's a very high tackle there from the Freeling player.
Yeah, so free kick to Tanunda.
And that's Isaac Felder's quick kick into the forward lines. Cross to
Trent Gers with a mark.
Pretty well just outside the 50.
Just outside the 50. The mark has been paid. It was only just in time.
I reckon he'll have to go to Screwy here. Will he pull it out?
I think he's quite strong, more in the upper body than the legs. Probably doesn't do leg day often enough.
Yeah.
He's going to give this a real shot. He is going the torp. And he has not connected with that at all. That is, if a golfer shanked like that, he would give the game away.
Pulled that one out of the kit bag. That will just be put back in there pretty quickly, I think.
I think he'll want to forget that one for a while. Maybe I'll keep reminding him. But a really interesting first half here at Tanunda Oval in your live stream match of the day. Currently on the Barossa scoreboard, Freeling 9 goals straight, 54. That's amazing kicking. Leading Tanunda 6 goals, 6-42.
And most of their scoring for Freeling come out of their backline, Teak. So the centre clearances have been pretty level, but they've driven it from their backline to get this handy lead that they've got at half-time.
Yes, the skill shown by Freeling today has been great. They've moved the ball with speed and precision, and Tanunda have not had any answers for the speed of Freeling's entry into the forward line. The big forwards are playing in front, which is what you get taught as soon as you pick up your first footy, is play in front and Freeling are doing that today. They're playing the basics of the game really well. Tanunda don't have a big defensive unit. Matt Westhoff is really the only tall defender they've got. No one else, even the 6'1" or 2 guys, play tall in the back line for Tanunda at the moment, with Joel Griffiths up in the forward line. So that's a real worry for the Magpies going into half-time, is how are they going to stop Freeling's fast entries to the big fellas?
So just the goals going into half-time. Jonathan Ross with 1 in that quarter, and then Benny Heinrich, he kicked another 3 in that quarter for Freeling, and for Tanunda, Todd Falkenberg kicked 1, and Isaac Feltus kicked 1.
And Trent Gers kicked 1 shank out on the full. We can't forget that one.
Thanks for bringing that up, Teeks. You've
I know.
got the sharpest memory in town, mate.
Hey, it was 30 seconds ago. Even I can remember that. But yeah, it's really interesting. This is beautiful footy out here today. I wasn't expecting it to be quite this flowing at times. I'm really enjoying what we're seeing here at Tanunda Oval. This is quality local football. This is why people tune in.
100% there, Teeks. It's been a great game to watch again here. Perfect conditions, and Freeling have brought the heat. So it will be interesting to see what the Magpie camp do at half-time. And I know I've said it before, but they'll have not a quiet word. They might have to put a couple plans into attack and change things up for the second half.
I think Sam Colquhoun's got a few worries. He's got to find a way to put some defensive pressure on Freeling. I think Jackson Doherty playing up forward, it's a luxury they can't afford. I think he needs to go back because he can play tall for his size. They need to give Matt Westhoff some help back there. The big fellas are really having an impact. Sam Carmichael's been sensational. Jonathan Ross, when he goes forward, is hard to stop. Benny Heinrich's been a beast. And Adam Koshel, one-on-one, is a very hard man to beat.
And they just rolled straight off your tongue. You could pick the best for Freeling just like that. And it's a little bit harder for Tanunda to find who's winning the ball on a consistent base.
Yes, Lockie Earl, when he's been in the middle, has been fantastic. I don't think he's spent enough time in there for my mind. Colquhoun's had some great touches. Kirkwood's had some good footy. And a couple of others have been prominent, but probably not enough players standing up for the Magpies. Freeling have had too much space. They've been too loose. And I don't think you can allow a team a sniff. Freeling are the underdogs. If you give an underdog a sniff, you're giving them a real chance to win the game, and Tanunda have given them more than a sniff.
Totally agree with you there, Teeks. They've got to really look at how they're going to keep that ball movement, which they had a bit of it, the Pies, in the first half. A couple of good patches of ball movement, but then the preciseness wasn't quite there going into their forward line, and they just didn't finish off some of that good work through the half-back. Yes. Middle of the ground, whereas Freeling, they were silky clean.
If I was Sam Colquhoun at halftime, I'd be looking Lockie early in the eyes and I'd say, look, you are our best and strongest bodied midfielder. You're not getting a break this half. You are going in there and you are just going to win the clearances for us. You're going to make sure, even if we don't win, they don't win.
That would be a good strategy. We'll see what they bring out in the second half anyway, Teeks.
And we'll join you for the second half shortly after a short break. And we'll be back at Tanunda Oval, bathed in sunshine.
What's wrong with him? Oh, he's got the lurgy apparently, he's got the flu. Wait, come upstairs, I've just had a knee replacement. Yes, I heard. You've had your knee done? Yeah, well, 10 weeks ago now. Still takes a while to... Oh, so I had... Good. Hey? So what do you had your knee done? Total knee replacement. Yeah, I know, it's called talking to Mike. They came through your place. Just got back to Mike Smith last night here. Your name came up. He said he was there yesterday. And I said, is that what it is? Because they went to Melbourne to see their grandson play footy. Guy went to Melbourne. He was there now, grandson. Guy went to go and see our other grandson play. He wouldn't fucking believe it was the same game. Really? That's ridiculous, isn't it? Only found out it's not. And there you've been. Oh, yeah. Yeah, keep fit. Yeah. You're not doing that good. No. We must catch up. Oh, is it? How's he going? How many kids he got? Think about it a few times and you're welcome to come around. I'll pop in with you. Anytime you want to pop in. Struggling here. They got a couple of big ones.
Almost ready for the second half here at Tanunda Oval. Should be a cracking finish of the game, but scores from around the ground on the Barossa scoreboard. At Williston Oval, Kapunda 7-7, 49. Leading the home team, Williston 6-5, 41. That's a really interesting contest. Kapunda are coming after Williston's fourth spot. Williston are just desperately hanging on. They're struggling a bit at the moment. I think Kapunda could be on the rise. Scott, where do Tanunda need to lift in this second half?
Oh, that's a start from the centre there, Teeks. They've really been dominated out of the not getting the ball out of the middle. I think that's where you're key to get forward quick and get some score on the ball. Otherwise, Freeling are just going to run away with this game. They're just in that mode. You can tell they're playing for the big guy. His big milestone, and they're all just giving in. So hopefully Tanunda reset in this half-time break, and we can really get back onto an even keel. Mind you, it's not a big deficit to get. Tanunda can fly out the gates and kick a couple early ones here, and it'll be game on, Teeks.
You're absolutely right there. If Tanunda can get a couple of quick goals in the first half of this third term, the pressure will be right back on Freeling. And Tanunda can easily close his gap. There's no win to speak of, so there's no scoring end as such. Tanunda will be kicking to the left of the screen this quarter. And players taking their position now. Umpire holds the ball aloft. Ball up. Falkenberg gets the tap. Bounces out. Tanunda player picks it up. Shrugs the tackle.
So it's Henry Voigt's got that in the ruck there.
Yes, Big Henry. He's back in the ruck. Well, he's in the ruck for the first time pretty much for the day.
And that's the first change we've seen here, Teeks. I told you they had to do something different, and they've done it straight from the start. It's good to see.
Yes, and that can change the momentum quickly. That's the first real quick clearance the Magpies have had. Unfortunately, it didn't result in a mark. It's a ball up. Ball comes down, so we'll have a ball up almost immediately in the same spot, but at least Tanunda are pressing.
Quick tap out there. Nobody in particular. Going hard at the balls, Kirkwood.
Kirkwood grabs ball, slams it on his boot, and I think he's kicked that.
That is a good,
That
as I've
is
seen.
a brilliant goal from the McGarry medalist, and that is the sort of play that can lift the Magpies. He is a superstar, and that's exactly what he can do.
Yeah,
Sharking the contest, and the first goal of the third quarter, another goal brought to you by Ray White Craigmore, the premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Tanunda.
And that was the moves that we were talking about at the beginning of this second half, and they've sprung a couple changes in the middle, which is a great start. Ball goes up.
Voigt
Up with a big
got
tap.
the tap. Tanunda now moving the ball quickly.
Another
That's
player we're talking
Earl
about.
with the kick in.
Yes. That ball bounced pretty hard down there. I think she's been a bit of a dry patch this month up in the Barossa. Not much rain around.
No, and a lot of wind and a little bit of sunshine. The grounds have dried out beautifully. This is what we want to see for footy. The good bounce of the footy. With a ball in close to goal for Tanunda.
Gets tapped down. Here's this Oliver.
Freeling with a clearing kick. The under player picks it up and he goes straight over the boundary line. Quite happy for a reset. A lot of dangerous players around the stoppage at the moment. Kirkwood's on the footy.
Boundary throw in. Henry Voigt's a bit of a dead heat on that occasion. Gets down to the Freeling player. Kicks down the...
Trent Gurr's got one hand to it. Paddled it over the back. His teammate picks it up. That's a beautiful handball inboard to Matt Westhoff, who stopped and propped. He was under a bit of trouble. He's taken down as he kicked it. So free kick being paid down the ground for the Magpies. They move the ball in quickly.
Ben Schiller gets a quick
Comes
kick.
down to Kirkwood. He slams the ball on his left boot. Goes across the face of goal. And we've taken over the boundary line for a boundary throw in.
Looks like the sense of urgency's risen here for Tanunda, and they definitely needed it.
I think they've put all their aces on the footy to start this third quarter.
And that's exactly what they wanted, to get the ball moving quickly to counteract Freeling's play. Boundary throw in. Tap down. Calhoun's got a quick snap. This is looking ominous. That's a great shot.
That is another beautiful goal, almost from the same spot that Kirkwood kicked from. That's what happens when you put faith in your superstar players. That's why you recruit stars to play for your footy club. That's where they deliver. And it's another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs.
I was going to say that, Teeks. I reckon that's Ray White goal of the day nearly so far.
That is very close to it. The last two have both been fantastic. But you've got a McGarry medalist and a former AFL player who
Gelled.
finished high in the McGarry medal a couple of years ago. That's pure class.
It is.
And
It's
that's
good to see it's flowing over here into the third quarter. The ball goes up again here in the middle. Gets up high, Voigt. Sort of misses the ball and doesn't do much. It's sort of just holding in there. And now he grabs it, gets a quick handball out, runs onto it, the young fella. Quick kick forward.
Young Biaggi with a kick forward, and that's a good strong mark taken there by Ashton Stein. He wheels around, kicks to space. He's found a player who's loose.
Just inside the 50 or right on the 50 there, Teeks?
He'll be kicking from just outside 50. Not exactly sure who this is. I think it's Calhoun.
So you'd pretty be
Yes.
right on the money there, mate.
And this is well within his capability. He is one of the finest kicks of the footy you will see. Having said that, he'll probably miss it now.
Yeah, you put the Commodore curse on him, but he's going back.
Comes in now.
And you did put the commentator's curse
I
on
think
him.
that was actually almost touched by the guy on the mark. The ball floated out of bounds, so Freeling with the kick in.
Just didn't come off his boot that nice, but anyway. Aaron kicks it out for the back line. And he's kicked it straight out on the full, so that will come back at 100 knots.
So Tanunda really putting pressure on here for Freeling. Freeling unable to find a way out. That's the first time they've panicked coming out of defence for the day. And that's just a sign of the pressure that the Magpies are now applying with this ball coming in again quickly. Freeling player takes the ball, handballs off, but Kirkwood's there, he picks it up, he's wrapped up. And smashing tackle into the ground. But Freeling with a free kick. Now they're looking to move the ball quickly. Trying to get back to what they were doing in the first half. That ball's a little bit short, it's cut off.
Cut off.
Handball over the top.
That was Lockie Earl.
Lockie Earl, smart kick, found a player on his own.
That's Kirkwood again with those nice shiny boots of his. Makes it easy to pick him up.
And the bold head, of course.
Oh, didn't notice that, sorry.
He goes deep to the goal square. He's put it right up. Freeling player got two hands to it, came to ground. Tanunda player roved that beautifully. He's picked that up, kicked the goal. That is great footy from the Magpies. That's the first 3 goals of the third quarter. We said if they kicked 2, they'd be right back in the contest. They've kicked the first 3 before Freeling have even gone forward of centre. And, of course, another goal from Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs.
And that was Johnny Greenslade kicked that one.
And so you've got the 3 big names, Greenslade, Colquhoun and Kirkwood kicking the first 3 goals. That's a recipe for success if I ever saw one.
And having Henry Voigt go into the middle has really paid off for him. Back in the middle here, they're going up.
Voigt got his hand to that. Dutchke now with the clearance. Kicks it into space. Ball bounces away from Carmichael. He still affected the contest. Good strong tackle, takes an under player down.
It was nicely picked up and gathered, but he was hot on him and tackled him nicely as well, the Freeling guy.
Didn't give away a free kick, that was probably the key.
Yeah, it was good footy there.
Ball slaps down, Freeling with a kick around the corner.
Back into the centre of the ground.
Into space, Hokeless picked it up with courage. The handball back. Desperate clear and kick, doesn't hit a target. But Hokeless, that's courage from a young player. He got cleaned up, but he got the thing done for his team.
Not sure what they're doing here, whether they're going last touch or is the boundary throw in. It is last touch, yep.
Last touch, Freeling with the kick in now. But yes, Josh Hokeless showed a lot of courage there.
They're having a bit of discussion about this. I'm not sure whether it was last touch or was tapped out.
And I don't mind this. Yeah. With the boundary umpire and the umpire, they're having a conversation. They decided it was touched, I think.
I think in that position of the ground, just play it as a last touch type thing out and keep the game going.
That's okay. I don't mind them talking about it to make sure they get it right.
Well, we're not here to watch people talking about footy ticks. We want to watch the game.
But we like accuracy, and if the umpire's willing to say I'm not perfect and actually get the decision right, I'd rather that. It took 3 seconds.
That's too much of my time.
It's not what we've heard. Tanunda now got the ball just inside 50. Looks like Benny Biaggi has drifted forward. No, John Greenslade.
And he's lining up.
He thinks he's got this. He'll be kicking from almost on the 50. Coming in with determination.
Nice off the boot. Just drifting
to the right. But a nice connection. That would have been real danger for Freeling if he'd kicked that. That would have given Tanunda another goal bonus. Tanunda already up by 1 goal. 7 points now. Freeling messing around with the footy now in defence. That handball back.
Sam Duff's got the kick out to the outer side for Freeling. The race
he kicks it into space.
Race on there by Hayden Emery. And it's out of bounds on the outer side.
Rushed over the boundary line, so we'll have a boundary throw in just forward of centre for Freeling.
And that one was called rather quickly.
Yes, it was, but that's confidence from the umpire. I like that. But Freeling's confidence coming out of defence isn't what it was in the first half now that they're under pressure.
No, I will agree with you there. The pressure has gone up to another level. Throw in here. A good punch forward for Tanunda. He's tackled hard there. That looks like Kirkwood again.
Yes, he dropped the ball. He's gone
laying
for it
on
again.
And he's got given away a free kick here. No.
I think he may be paid holding the ball while incorrect disposal for the initial drop. No, he's been given the free kick.
Must have been a little bit high, I think.
Possibly a little high, but he's earned it.
Yeah, he's probably been the standout for this quarter so far.
So far,
Tanunda.
he's the difference. And he goes long into attack. He doesn't mess about.
Oh, he's
A lot of players flew for the ball. No one could get their hand on it.
out the back to the captain again. He brings it into the middle. Over the top of the back.
Went to the goal square.
Oh, it's picked up nicely here. Comes back with a kick to
Aaron Fechner.
Josh Hokeless has got it.
Joshy Hokeless.
That's good play there.
That is good play from Tanunda. That's using speed and finesse.
And holding their head and not burning the ball.
And this is Josh Hokeless, player who put his body on the line earlier in the quarter. Took a big hit, but he's up and going. He's taking a shot on goal to really put Tanunda on top.
That's a real, what would you call it, mongrel?
Mongrel. He got too close to the player on the mark. He was too far out for his distance and tried to do too much and unfortunately didn't do enough.
Freeling bring it into the like of Jared Hales in their back pocket.
Hales needs to stand up here. He's been a bit quiet so far this quarter. Looking for Ben Heinrich, who's getting a lot of attention under the ball.
Oh, lovely mark.
Hokeless with a brilliant mark.
Oh, gives him a little bit more.
And he got a couple in the chops there for his work. He plays on quickly, gets up and under it. Bit of a floating torp. That chaos ball doesn't really pay off. But Josh Hokeless, what a grab.
Yes, that was probably Ray
This
White mark of the day there.
is a young player who is growing by the minute before our eyes.
It's a bit of a Freeling come out with the ball here again, off to Dutchke.
Dutchke moves it sideways, misses that player. It's all going to come unstuck for the Redlegs here. A boundaries throw in. Freeling not finding their targets now. They're rattled.
They are a little bit rattled.
They're back to what they were earlier in the year when they looked out of sorts, out of their depth.
Come out of the gate on fire in the first half and just a bit rattled here into the third quarter.
Carmichael in the rucks ball overshot both ruckmen. That ball almost thrown forwards. Tanunda cut it off. That's a great tackle taking him down. Brilliant tackle laid there. Nick Hales.
Like you said, he had to stand up. There's a couple of Freeling guys, the older generation, need to stand up and really hold them.
Carmichael hits the ball down. Tanunda get the clearance though.
It's good speed in the legs there by young Hamish Martin. But unfortunately, the kick went astray.
Taken in defence. Trav Muster, the old veteran, we love him. He finds a player on the outer side. This is where Freeling were connecting well early in the game.
And it's been bowled up, so they've changed the game plan there a bit.
And that's a big
push in
bump
the
from
back
behind, and I was waiting for that because he propelled the Freeling player forward well and truly, then completed the mark.
And they had a 3-on-1 there, so they didn't really need to do that.
Freeling going hard forward now, looking for a target. Ben Heinrich was behind on that occasion. It's the first time for the day that I think he's been outmatched. That's the indecisive ball movement. He was stuck behind, whereas earlier, when they went quickly, he was able to take front spot.
And just blocked in there by the...
Just bottled up inside their forward line. They're probably 30 metres around from the forward line. They'll have another boundary throw in.
And that's Kirkwood there. That was held that one in there strong again. Tapped down by the Freeling guy. Oh, he's
ducked, but
yes.
I think...
No, yeah.
Not sure what the umpire's going to do here.
No,
He's going to ball it up. Probably a very good decision. He did duck into that tackle.
Yeah, no, been umpired well today. Quick tap again down to the Tanunda player. And he's dribbled it out of bounds, and that will be a direct kick back in.
Yes, so
Freelings. Sam Duff should get that one.
Daff. That ball floats over the top. It goes out of bounds, so Tanunda will get the kick out here. Chance for the Pies to clear. No, it's actually a boundary throw-in.
Another good high boundary throw in.
Almost cleared the contest. Jonathan Ross,
Another.
big rain-making kick. Ball smashed to the ground. Got Kirkwood was the only player who was able to read it. He grabbed it. That handball didn't go anywhere. But Tanunda now moving the ball out.
And it's in the hands of BLG. He's got it on quickly. They're linked up across the outer flank.
Tanunda running with confidence now. Moving the ball well. That kick goes into space.
Not to anybody in particular, but the Freeling looks like they could mop up here.
Freeling need to use the ball wisely. They don't on that occasion. The ball goes out of bounds, so Tanunda will get the kick straight back. Pies come inboard.
Kirkwood's. He's got a ball magnet or something this quarter. Another hand pass across. Kicked it into their forward line.
Freeling defender got two hands to it, not able to take the mark. Now they clear the ball across the face of goal. Got a player running for it.
Greg Schultz has picked it up.
Greg Schultz, the former state hockey player.
And they've given away a free kick here. What was that for, Teeks? Was that a throw or?
I'm not sure what that was.
No, didn't really pick that one. But the quick handball off to the skipper. He's lined up, has a ping, tracks to the goal square, and it's just over the back of the pack for a point.
Yes. Good shot on goal there. Didn't quite get the result, but Tanunda, they're peppering the goals this quarter. They are really putting Freeling under pressure. And as good as Freeling have been today, I don't know how long they can withstand this constant hammering of their goal face.
Yeah, the shots on goal have dried up for Freeling.
It's the transition that's dried up. They haven't moved the ball with any confidence at all because Tanunda are so on this quarter.
Griffith gets a quick kick forward, but it's straight to the
Good
Freeling
strong mark taken there. He takes a quick kick inside, looking for Dutchke. That's well chopped off by Tanunda. They bring the ball to ground. That handball, Lockie L gets it off now.
Felders has got a kick out wide.
That kick, probably not ideal. It was a bit of a floater. Steinert's good enough to make it look good.
And they just...
He finds his
Sammy
coach in Colquhoun, who turns and kicks it over his shoulder. Big fly, no one able to take it down. And we'll have a ball up, it looks like, in the forward pocket for Tanunda.
Yeah, you probably called it right there, Teeks. I don't think he needed to go quite out so wide. A little bit messy there from Tanunda.
Luckily, Steinert was able to mop up and make it look almost half good.
Freeling bring it out here again. That's a nice pass over to Aaron. Aaron's been a...
Killian's been good in defence.
Yeah, he has
looking
been
for Schultz.
strong.
Schultz gets it on the bounce. He turns his player inside out. Moves the ball on.
Ooh, well spoiled there from behind from young Aaron Fechner.
And Lockie Heinrich, if he'd taken that mark, Freeling were open and they had a chance to move the ball quickly. Koshel in the ruck, juggles the ball, couldn't take it. Picks it up again, he's wrapped up straight away. Lockie L doing the hard work in the contest. Here we go, Scott Dutchke.
Moves it forward for Freeling. Contest up here with
Heinrich
Heinrich.
was well spoiled. That's a strong tackle. Actually played holding the man. He'd gotten rid of the ball. There's a bit of a kick there from Heinrich. That's poor. That's not his normal bag.
He's getting a bit frustrated because he's not getting the same delivery as he did in the first half. Bit of frustrations coming out there. Tanunda take it out wide. Well, the likes of BLG. And it's over the top.
Steinert got his fingertips to it but couldn't control it. But luckily that he's got a touch on the ball, so it's not a free kick for Freeling. He's earned a throw in, so he's doing his job, the young fella.
Throw in. Ruck's going to tap down, come back to the ruckman, and he's bottled up there, and there's be another ball up on the outer wing. Throw up, sort of landed in their laps there, but Tanunda have got it out wide. Out to Sammy.
Colquhoun with another flying shot. Goes across the face. Kirkwood got his hand to it. Picked up the ball. He was possibly taken high.
It looks like he's come with his
Wow.
own footy this quarter. Teeks, another one.
Wow, that is a magnificent goal from Zane Kirkwood. That is absolute superb football.
He's just gone in at half-time.
He got hit high. He got under that tackle and steadied, had the strength in the hips to stand up with a left foot kick over his shoulder. That is goal of the day easily. And it's another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs, but I'm still flabbergasted by that. That's why he's a dual Magarey medalist. He is an incredible footballer.
That's his second goal for the quarter as well there, Teeks. He's really opened up his bag of tricks and brought them out to show.
I'm not sure if that would fit in his bag of tricks. That was huge.
Huge. Yeah, no, that's be up there with goal of the day as well.
Tanunda really taking this game by the throat now. Koshel got the tap. But Tanunda's physical efforts in the centre now, they are not letting Freeling move the ball. Tanunda almost able to get that out. Freeling player was thrown out of the contest without it. So he gets the free kick. Moves it now. Goes over, looks for Ross. Ross got his hands to it. Well spoiled. Tanunda bring the ball to ground.
And she's
Players fighting for it now. But that was Freeling's best forward entry of the term.
I think it was their only one for the term. I know they had a couple. Tapped out there, but straight to the Freeling guy. He has a snap from 50 out and just touched on the line.
Just touched on the line. It was on track.
Joel Griffith just got a hand there.
Desperation in defence there from Griffiths.
That was a great effort there.
Really good, reliable defender for the Magpies. Tanunda looking to move the ball quickly. That kick floats out here.
Straight to Joel. He's off again. Kicking down the grandstand side. It's a good attempt for a mark there. Comes down to Tanunda. And he's bottled up there.
Strong tackle. Took the player to ground.
And they'll go for another ball up here on the centre wing, grandstand side. Rucks go at it. Tanunda gets the tap down to Lockie Earl. Quick kick out. But this man, he's been strong in defence all day. Aaron, he's just playing really well.
And that ball clears Ben Heinrich straight to Matt Westhoff, who kicks the ball long and quickly.
And he's got
finds Benny Biaggi in space. Biaggi hands the ball off.
And he gets it back to himself
Gets
again.
it back, and he sells some candy. Gives the ball off by hand to Colquhoun, who dodges around. Takes a simple little shot towards the goal square. And that ball didn't put enough on it. It's touched and spoiled across for a minor score. Wasted opportunity for the Pies, but what a great movement of play.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a wasted opportunity. They had the spare man out there. Just fell short on the line.
That ball in, long kick, missed everyone.
Oh, that's great work there.
Great Aaron Fechner able to grab it. He's pummeled as he kicks.
Brett Dowsey's got it there on the wing, kicks it up to the forward line. Strong mark. Again.
Aaron Killian, he has been huge in defence for the Redlegs. He's almost putting on a one-man show back there.
He has in this quarter. He's got to get his teammates around him, get a bit of flow back into their game.
He comes long down this side. Koshel set himself, couldn't take the mark.
Be a ball up on grandstand side here at Magpie
Aaron
Park.
Fechner took the ball, was taken to ground.
He's definitely come back into the game this quarter, Aaron.
Yes.
No
one able to affect that.
Strong tackle there by Kirkwood again. On
he does the hard work as well as the spectacular
Mitchell Lovell
stuff.
there, so they've been going at it all day. He could get pinged there for grabbing it, no. Good tackle.
No, that's good, smart umpiring.
Big tap out there on that occasion.
Big tap from young Falkenberg.
To be a boundary umpire, throw it in here, right in front of the Freeling box. Oh, a bit shallow on that one.
A little bit shallow. Neither ruckman had a good go at that. Probably could have been called back, but wasn't. But we'll have a ball up almost in exactly the same spot. Umpire Sullivan now.
Oh, good tap down there by the...
Koshel got the tap despite wrestling. Freeling tried to get the handball on the up, but we're well cut off by Tanunda. Strong tackle. We'll see another ball up.
Calhoun gets off the bottom of the pack. They're taken heavily in that.
He's willing to do the hard stuff now. He knows what it takes.
Oh.
Koshel, too big, too strong. Got the big punch.
Calhoun again with a quick handball. Sort of held on to it a bit long there. Freeling got an opportunity here to go
now,
forward.
That kick to the advantage of Ross. He got 2 hands to it and was paid for a chop of the arms. That's good, quick footy. That's better from Freeling. That's what we were seeing in the first half. Kick to a big man who's in front. Defender either has to get the true spoil or he's going to give a free kick away.
Every day of the week, Teeks, that's going to happen.
So Jonathan Ross, Freeling coach, coming in now. That's a beautiful kick off the boot. Goal umpire once again, untroubled.
No, he's missed it.
No, he's missed that. I thought the goal umpire was quite unmoved, but obviously he had the confidence to not have to run sideways.
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
So minor score for the Redlegs, not what they needed.
No. Tanunda bring
That
it
ball
out.
over the top. Aaron Fechner took the mark, played on.
Nice kick down the wing.
Kicks
Nobody
it into open space. It's going to run over the boundary line, so it'll be a free kick going Freeling's way.
They'll bring it back in pretty swiftly, I think. Here it goes.
Coming straight down the wing. Goes over the head of the pack. Kick off the ground. Doesn't really advantage anyone.
No, fair bit of
Tanunda
jumping.
now. Kirkwood
He's been
gets the
everywhere,
ball
man.
hand back.
Aaron Fechner's definitely stepped up his game. He's getting a lot of touches this
Yes,
quarter.
that's a veteran who knows when
Nice
the game's
little
on the
handballs
line.
across here. They've just got to finish off some of their work going forward. Another quick handball. This is looking promising. Sneaks through. Lines up for goal.
That is
Beautiful
a
goal.
great goal. That is fantastic football from the Magpies.
It's lovely. Brought down that other side wing there by the Magpies. They've played it nicely. Brought it up to the 50 line. Then a quick slick handball to the running player has seen a nice goal scored for Tanunda.
That's Tanunda doing what Freeling were doing to them in the first half of the game, moving the ball with pace, just not giving them a chance to get back and cut off the passing lanes. Koshel gets a clear tap down. Freeling with the clearance. Goes over the head of that contest. Griffiths now grabs the ball.
May have been out there, but the umpire let it go on the grandstand
Daff with the handball back.
wing here. We've got Felders comes across to the middle. He's got a spot on a player
That's a
up
beautiful
there.
mark in the middle of the ground by Ashton Steinert, who's been impressive in this third quarter.
Gets it back to Isaac, and there goes the three-quarter time
That's the
siren.
siren for three-quarter time here at Tanunda Oval on the Birds Barossa scoreboard. Currently, Tanunda well in control at 11 goal 9.75, leading Freeling 9 goal 2.56. So Tanunda, a fantastic third quarter, sees them recover from a good-sized deficit to take a really strong lead into the final change, and that's Tanunda that quarter. That's what the crowd came to see, the big names standing up.
Yes, they did turn it on in that quarter, Tanunda. And
Zane Kirkwood played one of the best quarters you'll see in a long, long time.
No.
Aaron Fechner stepped up his game big time. He's a big game player. Sam Colhoun, the playing coach, he knew what's on the line and he stepped up.
Yeah.
Johnny Voigt in the ruck,
Yeah, that was
very,
a good
very
change.
good.
That was a good change bringing him into the middle.
And Lockie Earl into the midfield. He threw in a lot of tackles. He's a big, muscly unit, and just that big body around the stoppages does make a difference.
Yes, and even the centre breaks is still fairly even. It's not been contested heavily, but Tanunda got a nice 3 clean breaks out of the middle to Freeling had a couple good breaks out of the middle as well.
I think it was more the quality of the breaks. Tanunda put their superstars on the footy and said, okay, now's the time, go win the game for us. And those players moved the ball with confidence, and Freeling was shell-shocked.
Yes, and we've seen Freeling do that in the first or first half mainly, where they were bringing it out of the middle a lot better than Tanunda.
But in that third quarter, Freeling had lost what was their strength early, was their movement out of defence, and suddenly they were indecisive and they were kicking to one-on-ones and losing.
Yes, that's the difference. The pressure.
Whereas the first half, they had players who were spreading and playing with confidence, and they took the game on, and they were winning as a result. That quarter, they were on the back foot. Suddenly, I don't want to make a mistake.
Yes.
And kicking to a one-on-one, and Tanunda simply the desperation that quarter. Josh Oakless was really impressive.
Yeah,
I think he is close to the best young player I've seen this season. He's just a fantastic footballer of the future.
Yes, and he took a great grab there.
Took a great grab. He also got crunched early in the quarter when he put his body on the line for the team and got straight back up again afterwards. That's what you want to see. The Tanunda faithful love that hard stuff. They really do.
Yeah, I like the likes of Benny BLG out in the wing.
The budgie goes all right.
Yeah, he's got a lot of the ball in that third quarter. Aaron Feck stepped up again, like you were saying. And the likes of John Greenslade got into the game. Haven't seen a lot of him today. Had a couple shots there, scored the one goal. Zane Kirkwood scored 2 goals for Tanunda in that quarter, and Sammy Calhoun scored the 1 goal. Unfortunately, on the other side of the fence, there wasn't much goal scoring.
It got very quiet that quarter. Almost no forward entries at all for the Redlegs. They were playing defence, and they're going to be tired now as a result of constantly being on the back foot and trying to catch up.
Yes,
that takes a lot out of your legs, and even on a good hard deck like this, that constant defending and having to scramble, and even mentally just having to think, oh, where's my man, takes a lot out of you. It's sunny out there, it's warm. Have Freeling got the legs to finish this off for Sam Carmichael in his 200th game?
Yes, that would be nice to see. The likes of the Benny Heinrich, who's kicked the 6 goals for Freeling today, just needs to present and not get frustrated with the delivery and still focus on his game again.
Getting in front is key.
Yes.
That quarter, Freeling forwards, except on the one occasion where Jonathan Ross was able to earn a free kick, the Freeling forwards were playing behind, but that's partly due to the movement upfield.
I have liked that Charlie Oliver.
Charlie Oliver is a really good young player. He is the heart and soul of what Freeling are going to be doing for the next 10 to 15 years, hopefully.
And that's what you got to look at, what they're trying to develop in their teams here today. Both sides have got a lot of young players coming through, and you can't keep playing all the old guys because we need to bring some new players into the forefront of footy in the local BLG.
Yes, as the umpires get the game going now in the fourth quarter, Tanunda, that's beautiful hands out of the contest. Quick handball to Colhoun, who goes in quickly. Ball's going to trickle over the forward line, but Voigt able to get a hand to it. And the Freeling player, Aaron Killian, tried to play on as if it was a free kick, but the umpire was wise to that. So the ball coming back, it'll be a boundary throw-in just around from the Tanunda goal. Great bit of almost theft there for Freeling. As we see the umpires conferring now, just making sure that they are both on the same page with exactly what was going on. Are you okay with that now, Scott?
Yes, I'm
now that it's in Tanunda's forward line?
I'm very happy
You're
with
okay with it?
Yes, I'm quite all right with that, yep. There'll be a boundary umpire throw in, that's what should happen.
True colours coming out now in Scott. That ball...
Straight off his boot
Not
there.
a great throw in. Koshel got his foot to it. He ends up getting the ball back, and he's taking the ground in a tackle, so we'll have a ball up, probably looking at 30 metres out, almost directly in front of Tanunda's goal. Koshel gets his hand to it, comes to his player, but he's taken in a crushing tackle into the ground.
By Johnny Greenslade. Be a ball up here. Right where Tanunda want it. Good little tap.
Koshel with the tap again.
quick handball out by the Freeling player. Across to Sam. And he's
Sam Daff, who's playing with a bandage around his head.
He's kicked it straight to Falkenberg out on the far side. Nice.
Falkenberg kicks it in long. No one able to get that ball. Comes out, Freeling with another clearing kick.
Got a bit of space and time, delivers nicely, but just over the head of his player, and Tanunda marked again.
Tanunda now driving the ball back in long.
That's gone further than anybody.
And Sam Daff at the back took the ball uncontested. He's now looking into the sun, trying to find a player who's giving him something, and no one really responding.
Short pass into the inside, and he's kicked
Short
it straight
pass.
to Greenslow.
And he was under pressure. He didn't know where to go. He had a little bit of sun in his eyes, and that led to a really poor decision. So Greenslow will be taking a shot on goal, kicking from about 45 metres out with very little angle to speak of.
Lining up for his second goal for the day. Nice.
Under that.
Look. As
punched on the goal line by the man who made the error, Sam Daffy, made up for his mistake.
Actually kept the ball in play. That was very well done on his behalf.
Probably would have been better off rushing it for a point, but there was a great punch from a smallish player at the back of the contest.
So you could square out that error that he made there.
Almost. But that's pressure, and that's what Tanunda have changed in the second half. They've turned the tables.
He's come right in. The boundary umpire tapped it down. Tanunda got it, and he's lifted off the ground.
Lifted off the ground. Could have been body slammed, but really responsible tackling there from the Freeling player. Really good safety-minded effort there.
Yeah, and I think that's been brought across the whole association as well with that ruling.
Yes. Ball comes down now. Freeling with the backhand ball. Finds Daff. He kicks along the boundary line. It's touched.
Felders, quick little hand pass inside there. Oh,
low attack on the footy, and Kirkwood bowls a player over.
It's not like Freeling have stopped here. They're still going hard at the ball, which is pleasing to see.
But Kirkwood there came in hard, put his body on the line.
They reset here. Straight down to the Freeling guy. He's got a handball backwards. Kirkwood's got it now. Quick handball to the back of the pack. Kick forward. And it's marked.
Oh, that is a great mark. Under pressure. Had several players around him. He's held that nicely.
That is a super mark.
That is beautiful footy. Looks like... Trying to tell who that is. It's hard from this position. It's...
Is that Jackson Doherty? No?
Could be.
He really got winded there on that occasion with that.
It was Doherty, and yeah, the after effects telling as he puts the ball across the face. So Freeling will have a kick in for out on the full. They'll look to come down this near side. Trav Muster is ignored, and that kick just luckily was touched before it went over the boundary line. But Freeling definitely under a lot of pressure here. There's indecision, moving the ball out of defence that's really starting to creep in and cripple them.
And the margins drifted out to a 20-point lead for Tanunda.
Big Koshel at the back of the contest, too strong. Took the ball with a clearing kick.
Well held in there by Bailey Smith, but was run over the line by the Freeling player, so it'll be a boundary throw in. Players resetting here, they're just trying to form their positions.
Freeling looking to move the ball forward of centre for the first time in the term. Koshel again uses his strength in the ruck. Dutchke picks it up. He gets the kick. Freeling player under the contest, was under pressure, couldn't mark it.
And strong tackle there.
Right, we'll have a boundary throw in right on the half-forward flank point of the square in Freeling's half of the field.
Falkenberg at it again, up against Cockerill. Out wide here to Tanunda fella, nice little chip kick forward.
Goes over the head of that contest. Muster now.
He's run out of bounds and
the boundary throw in almost centre wing.
Boundary throw in.
Koshel just disposed of his opposition ruckman. Heinrich now with the kick around the corner.
Oh,
Lands in the lap of big Sam Carmichael, who ate that like it was a pie.
I think he'll just go back and line
He
up.
is going to go back, and it's his 200th game, and he is going to back himself. He's got this in his kit bag. No, he decides, I'm a team player. Chips off,
lovely
finds
mark.
his captain, Ben Heinrich, who took a really tough contested mark. Was in front, the Tanunda player snuck under his armpit, got in front, but used his body to protect the ball.
That was smart play on that
Very
occasion.
clever mark, and that's unselfish play. That's why Sam Carmichael is beloved by the Freeling Footy Club.
That was clever play.
He had every right to go back and have a glory shot there, but he's decided, no, I'm a team player.
He's gone to the Heinrich, who's lining up for his 7th goal today. A deliberate shot. Connected nicely.
Always going to the near side, though. His body was twisted when he kicked. Not as clean as any of his other shots for the day. The angle really probably put him off, I think.
A bit of a shame there, but that was well thought through there for the Freeling players to give that opportunity.
So that brings the margin back to 19 points on the Barossa scoreboard. As Tanunda kicking out, going to the wing.
Lovely attempt there. Follows up the drop mark. Freeling player picks it up. Tackled hard there by Falkenberg, and it will be a ball up.
Ball up on the outer wing. Koshel now positions himself. He gets the tap. It goes straight to a Tanunda player.
Kirkwood's got it. Not looking forward. Delivers. Beautiful pass.
Beautiful foot movement from the Magpies. That quick kick inboard.
Another quick
Brought the
handball
ground.
back to the man of the moment. Under the pressure
Tackled by
there.
Charlie Oliver.
It's really in the hot seat here in the middle of the
Beautiful
ground.
hands in the middle of the ground for Freeling. Heinrich with a kick. Goes forward. Jonathan Ross got up, got his hands to it. Ball came to ground. And that handball backwards from Tanunda, really good. Goes to space. That player is taken to ground in a big tackle. Rolled over twice, taken over the boundary line. So Freeling have managed to rebound and keep the ball in their forward half.
And they've just stepped up a little bit of the pace at the moment. Like you were saying there at three-quarter time, can they run out this game? And it just seems they can at this stage.
Koshel's been giving them a big effort in the ruck this quarter. Ross that time. Smother there by the Tanunda defence. That quick kick out. Goes over the head of that contest.
Sandbrook.
We have great work from Freeling. They kick the ball back to the hot spot.
They're really peckering away here. Has a shot on goal.
Quick snapshot on goal. Freeling, there's a goal.
That's the one they were looking for, Teeks.
Yes, that's Freeling desperately needed that. That's an understatement.
That was good footy by Freeling.
Great desperation footy there.
Just keep
as they
persisting.
brought the ball back in.
Started on the back flank there. Got the quick kick in. And
really good play from the Redlegs, and another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs.
I think that was Hales. Was it Hales?
I believe it was, yes. Hard to tell in the play sometimes. But Freeling, desperation goal there. They now bring the margin back to 13 points on the Barossa scoreboard.
Starting to get the tap down to Lockie.
Scott Dutchke with the clearance.
Oh, that's a strong and bit of a high, reckless
High tackle, so Freeling get the free kick.
Oliver's come out with the ball.
Charlie Oliver tried to play on, it was too late. But I love the intent there.
Yeah, his enthusiasm's quite infectious today.
That kick, not ideal. It's probably the weakness in his game is his finishing.
Wasn't far off the mark, but that's something he can work on. Tanunda got the ball. Nicely worked through the traffic there.
That is beautiful
That was
confidence, weaving through traffic.
Brings it out to Bailey Smith on the outer side. Calhoun with a kick to the wing. He's seen a
He's
spare
got
player.
Feltus out there.
So-
Feltus takes the mark. He decides, I'm going to play on. Handball's over the man on the mark.
And he's going to run into the 50. Have a look.
Ran a long way, and
He
he's
did.
kicking deep.
And it was a bit of a nothing ball in
Ends
there.
up going over the boundary line, so
Probably could have taken a bounce there.
he probably should have taken a bounce for the distance he ran.
Yeah.
Probably pushing the 17-metre mark, I think.
Yeah, it was a long run. But he had
I'm
plenty.
tired watching him.
He was
The distance he
plenty
ran.
of space out there, you know, like.
I think a 17-metre run would almost do me in.
Yes, I think it would do me in too, Teeks.
As we see a ball up or boundary throw in deep into Tanunda's forward line. The Pies are back on attack.
Throw it up.
It's a better ball in. Killian now with the clearing kick. He's been terrific for the Redlegs.
All day. They contested out of side. The big fella just barges his way through from
See a
Freeling.
high tackle, not paid by the umpire.
He's gone on the ball and they played it on.
Kirkwood ripped the ball away and played on. I'm shocked at that. That was a high tackle that was paid holding the ball. Probably a poor decision from the umpire on that occasion.
John Greenslade ends up with a quick stabbing pass over to Calhoun, who's got another set shot on goal. He did try to bust through quite a few players there.
He did, but you still can't tackle around the neck.
No, but the umpire didn't see it. That he seen first call barging through the two tackles,
Perhaps so, but
and then didn't see the third.
we
one.
haven't had any real questionable calls for the day. Maybe that's
That was
the first time that we've not agreed. And if we can get through a game of senior quality football
Yes.
in the BLG with only one or two contested decisions, as that goal clears the goal line,
And very late decision there by the
umpires conferring.
Yep. It's a very late call, but yep, they
That's
called
all right.
it a goal.
Called a goal. Tanunda, another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team in the northern suburbs. So that's another goal for the Pies. That brings the margin back out to 19 points. Really hurts Freeling's chances of a comeback.
But they have fought.
But we are only nearly 14 minutes into the final quarter on the Ray White Craigmore time clock.
They have really come to play, even though things haven't gone all their way.
This has been a really good quality game of football.
Back in the middle again.
One of the best games we've seen for the year.
Kirkwood again.
Kirkwood magical out of the middle. That bouncing ball didn't really favour anyone. Hales now with the clearance.
He's got it out wide to Joel Cochran.
Cochran now on the left foot goes forward. Ball bounces to the turf.
Tanunda cleaning up here a little bit. Man of the moment, Kirkwood, quick handball again.
By hands. Tanunda just calm moving the ball.
Another pick up out wide, tackled fiercely by the Freeling player, and it's pushed out of bounds, and he's given holding the ball.
And free kick going Freeling's way. But Tanunda's confidence moving the ball by hand in traffic is a real hallmark of Sam Colquhoun coaching this team.
Yes, and it's good to see that he's signed up for another couple of years, Teeks.
Yes, really good for Tanunda and just good stability for a team that's building youth.
Yeah, he can really guide him and pass on his knowledge, what he's learned across his journey, and it shows. I've got a blood rule here, yes.
Yeah, so a little break in play for the players to catch their breath in what's been a frantic fourth quarter here at Tanunda.
And that will be Lockie Heinrichs come off with a bit of a gash to the right of his head there, unfortunately. Clashed heads. And we're back on again. And that kick was not real good from
Not
Freeling.
great, so that'll be a free kick ball going straight back to Tanunda.
Bailey Smith's got it out on the outer side.
Looks to bring the ball. He's going down the line. Clears that contest. Tanunda player touches it before it goes over, so it's not a free kick. Oh, actually, he must have missed that because it is a free kick going Freeling's way.
Nicely punched from behind there on the big fella. Comes out of the pack. Tanunda's swooping on the outside. Nice pick up. Gets the handball up. Nearly picked up his own handball there.
You know you're cheating the stats if you're getting your own handball.
That was
Beautiful juggling mark there.
And Kirkwood just
Kirkwood
goes
just went long.
and
He's
ping.
kicked that from probably 48 metres out, and he's kicked the goal. Must have been about the size of the ball over the line. Another beautiful goal from Zane Kirkwood. He has turned on a second half to behold here at Tanunda Oval.
That's his third goal now from
He's been
half-time.
one of the real difference makers here. He's turned the tide.
He has, yeah, 100% there, Teeks. He's just come out of the gate and brought his own footy in the second half. And Tanunda really have been on fire since then. $13 goals, 10, 88. To Freeling, 10 goals, 3, 63.
On the Birds Barossa scoreboard here at Tanunda Oval. And shadows starting to creep across now. We are well into the final quarter. We're nearly 17 and a half minutes into the fourth quarter on the Ray White Craigmore time clock. As Tanunda looking to clear that ball. Freeling get it back.
Just moving very smoothly out.
Tanunda win it back again. Just too good. Hale's under that ball. He's grabbed by the wrist and slung around. Ball goes back. Freeling able to mop up. Under a lot of pressure though. They're handballing to each other under pressure.
And the force kick's coming back, and it's come back.
Really not under control at any stage.
Bailey Smith with another big kick in to the forward line for Tanunda. Well picked up by Freeling. Greenslade's got it. Quick handball back, receives it back again, has a look at goal. And he's put a beautiful
Johnny
through the
Greenslade,
middle there.
another goal for the former Sturt League footballer, and another goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs. That's Tanunda really showing their class now. This is where the difference between the two teams lies. The absolute class of these former league footballers that Tanunda have managed to inject into their team this season, and Freeling just being outclassed and outplayed at the moment by some superior talent. And well, we've just got a quick break. 3-quarter time from Williston Oval. Kapunda 11 goal 10, 76. Leading Williston 10 goal 6, 66. Been close there all day.
Blocked up in the middle here at the moment at Magpie Park.
Probably in the only bit of mud on the ground.
Yeah, they've done a good job with the oval this year.
The cricket club have done a great job in keeping that centre square in pristine condition. Ball goes up. Big punch for Tanunda.
By Voigt.
Comes out. Scotty Dutchke with the kick. Finds Oliver out here in space. Oliver kicks before he's taken the ground.
Loads up, goes forward. Heinrich.
No one able to get under that.
Heinrich was held, was he?
Free kick is going Heinrich's way. I thought he pushed off with one hand, but the Tanunda player reacted and grabbed that arm and was paid a free kick against, unfortunately. Yes, I think the Tanunda player very unlucky in that instance. So Heinrich will be going back, having a shot on yet another goal. And he pulls that a bit to the left. So he's offline, nowhere near the way he was kicking in that first half.
No, he was very
He was
precise.
red hot early and just looking tentative now. Freely, all the confidence has gone out of their game.
Yes, it's definitely disappeared in this last quarter. Even though they've been trying all the way to the end, they just haven't quite got that polish yet.
Good mark taken out there on the outer side by Colhoun. He's been fantastic in the second half. He's really led by example. Finds a player on
Brock
the wing.
Welsh.
Another youngster that's being groomed.
He's found another fella out on the far side. Just slowing things down here a little bit Tanunda. Called to play on. Straight into the middle.
Finds a player who goes deep now. Really putting the heat on. And Killian, once again, he got two hands to it, but spilled it to the ground. His teammates have mopped up.
They're coming
Bring it out to this near side now. That kick slightly off target, but Benny Heinrich stands under it.
all the way down.
Yep, got clubbed as he marked it.
All the way down from the forward lines to help out.
Travis Muster was 1-on-2 there, brought the ball to ground, so that's a win. Sam Daff kicks the ball forward. Koshel went to ground before the ball got there, didn't manage to get a hand on it. So, actually, been paid, might have come off his knee. A throw in there. I think they've judged that he did get a finger on that. Probably lucky for the Redlegs. Ball's tied up again, so we'll have a ball up in exactly the same position.
Henry Voigt goes up.
Ross was able to pick up his own tap.
Swinging kick out of it.
Got the ball again, handball. Finds a player busting through the contest. And that ball goes out of the downs, just around from the point post in Freeling's forward line.
And the gas has gone right out of this game now, Teeks.
It's Henry Kleining who busted through that pack at pace. Really good sign from a young player who's still going at that speed in the fourth quarter.
That's a kick over his head out of bounds, and that will be a free kick.
Under pressure, he's just panicked and kicked that ball. It's not benefited his team at all, so...
Over the fence, that's gone down. There's another footy for them.
That's one of the local kids might find that later. Quick, Scott, get on your bike.
Oh, I've just got to go for a minute. Quickly retrieve a ball.
Zane Kirkwood brought his own footy.
He did in this second half. He's been a star and really lit the park up with his skill set that he's got and just knowing where the ball and how to find the ball. Quick kick out here to young Trent Gers. Cross to his mate in Sam Brook. Kicks it down to the lad in Ben Schiller. Good, solid, controlling the footy play there for Tanunda.
Tanunda just taking the heat out of this for the moment. Good smart footy.
Oh, that's a great grab.
That
What
is
a
Aaron Killian.
screamer.
That is a screamer of a mark.
Yeah, that's mark of the
He
day.
got up high and just controlled that. He's got his hands to a few balls today, but that was an absolute belter.
Yeah, that was a screamer.
And he put 60 metres on that kick. Ball punched to space. Dutchke's after it. He gets jumped on as he picks the ball up. So we'll have a ball up almost centre half forward for the Redlegs. But Killian,
What
wow.
a fly. Great big grin on his face too. He enjoyed that. The fans even enjoyed it. Ball up here on the half-back flank for Tanunda. They get the ball, kick it out to the far side. It's a one-on-one race. Tanunda get to it first. Picked up by Kirkwood. His skills are so slick, Teeks.
He is a pleasure to watch play footy.
And they come back to him again. Why wouldn't you?
Yes. Well, it's his footy apparently.
Well, it is. They are teaming
As
up
we
nicely
see
now.
Colquhoun now drives the ball into the forward line. Had a player, he got his hands to the footy, didn't complete the job.
That was Falkenberg on that occasion.
Young man just needs to bring that into his game where he can become a damaging target when he goes forwards.
How old would he be? What would he say?
He's only probably early 20s.
Yeah, so you got a lot.
He's a very young ruckman and a lot to love about him.
And he's just pulled it out of the
He's
ruck there. And
ripped it
that's-
out of the ruck and bounced it. Just missed, but that is superb. He is the star of the future.
Yeah.
And again, another example of what is building here at Tanunda.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
I can list you about 7 or 8 young players in this team who I get excitement from watching, and I think that the Tanunda Hope faithful here know that in the next 2 or 3 years they've got an absolute monster of a team coming through.
they have got some really promising talent that they're building on.
As Freeling moving the ball out now, Dutchke gets the ball. This is where they need to find a target. He kicks long towards the boundary.
Oh, that's nearly
Player at the
good.
back, Heinrich juggled it 3 times, but was spilled over the boundary line.
And he got crunched in that one too.
He's been getting crunched all day. He's a tough player and he leads from the front. He looks hurt now though.
Oh, I think he got one right in the ribs on
I
that
think
occasion.
those ribs are a little bit like a packet of chips at the moment.
Yes.
Voigt with the tap there.
Great strong tackle there on the Tanunda player to
I
hold
think
it
the
up for
tackling
him.
has been a real highlight today. Some people don't find that a skill. I think it's one of the best parts about Aussie rules football is the fact that we can tackle this hard
Yes.
and not give away penalties.
Especially at the local level here in the Barossa and Light Football Association.
As we see Trent Gers with the ball into the middle of the ground, put his teammate under pressure.
Oh,
But
smoothly picked up.
That was a superb pickup. He ran into trouble though. That was Bailey Smith. He was running at speed.
Just couldn't finish that one, but now Freeling bring it back.
Koshel now gets the ball on the 50.
Opportunity.
He chips the ball into the forward line, and that's a good mark taken down there.
Fraser Mann.
So it's a good, strong overhead mark taken under pressure, and he'll be going back for a shot on goal. Freeling, to say they need this is an absolute understatement. The game is just about over. We're nearly 28 minutes into the fourth quarter on the Ray White Craigmore time clock. Man waiting now. Coming in.
Nice kick off the boot.
Kicks
Just faded at the last minute.
just faded. The umpire saying no, that's a minor score. So Freeling just ran out of puff and confidence in the last half of the game here.
Red hot out of the back line there. Had an eternity to gather the ball. Kicks it to the Freeling players. Got it in the middle of the ground. Kicks it back down to their forward line. And here goes Oliver. He's got the ball lined up. Has a look at the goals. And, just missed.
offline. Bit of an inside-out kick there.
That was really... I see what you mean with this player. I really like the way he goes about his football.
Gets the footy beautifully. Not quite finishing off his good work yet, though. That's something that he's got to work on to become a true A-grade footballer.
Yes, but the intent is right where you want to see. He's given it a crack. Oh, there's another screamer.
Another screamer there. Scotty Dutchke, the former Central District superstar, taking a hanger late in the game.
Off the back of his teammate there, Travis Muster. Quick handball across, gets tackled, brings the ball down. Handball was a bit high for his teammate in the middle of the ground. Comes back to Craig Schultz, and he's found. Freeling player up forward.
So he'll be taking a shot on goal. He'll be kicking from a long way out. Probably from the 35-metre mark he'll be kicking. It's Travis Muster, the veteran. And he
That's a
has
nice kick.
kicked truly. He's got that. I think it's just cleared the line. Yes, Trav Muster with a goal for Ray White Craigmore, your premiership team for real estate in the northern suburbs. The veteran with a late goal there. Too little, too late for Freeling. Siren is going to go any second now. We are nearly 30 minutes into the final quarter on the Ray White Craigmore time clock. In a game where the heat really hasn't gone out of it, but we know that Tanunda have got the game wrapped up. The players still giving us 100%. I've really enjoyed this game today. This has been one of the more enjoyable games we've called for the season.
Yes, it's been hotly contested.
Tough contest. And there is the final siren, bringing to an end the live stream match of the day. Tanunda running out winners, 14 goal 11.95 to Freeling 11 goal 6.72 on the Birds Barossa scoreboard. So a strong and important win for the Magpies, who are finals bound and looking to really build some momentum heading into the September action.
Just come at the right time for the Tanunda Magpies.
And that second half is the type of footy that Tanunda wanted to deliver on a regular basis. That first half, probably an aberration by their point of view. And it's going to be interesting to see whether they can find the formula to deliver that for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
Because Zane Kirkwood, John Greenslade, Henry Voigt and Sam Colhoun owned that second half. They made it their own. And
they really did
had
come
no
into
chance.
the game. They really did come into the game, which they had to get the win here for Tanunda today.
That was a beautiful game of footy to watch. That is why we watch country footy. That's why you tune in to watch the live stream every week. And you get to watch real footy. Good, honest footy players going 100%. Real rules, real game. This is the atmosphere we want. Beautiful day here at Tanunda, and everyone who is here will go home happy. Except the Freeling supporters will be disappointed, but they'll love some of the stuff they saw from their boys today.
Oh, no, most definitely there, Teeks. Thanks for having me once
And
again.
better players for Tanunda.
Oh, I'd have to say Kirk would be right up there, along with the likes of Ben BLG. Had a good, strong day. Aaron Fechter in the second half. Feltus was good all day. But the skipper, Calhoun, you can't go past him.
Yes, and for Freeling, I thought Killian was magnificent all day.
Yes.
He's the 1/4 player that we can mention.
Yes.
In the first half, Ben Heinrich was magnificent, as was Jonathan Ross in the ruck.
Yeah, well, Ben did kick the six goals.
Yes, he
in
was
the first
fantastic
half.
in the first
They didn't
half.
miss one there in the first
But
half.
Killian's effort across 4 quarters was superb.
Oh, he was, yeah. And that mark in the last quarter, well,
Yes.
that will be reviewed by a lot of people during the week.
That will be going up on our Facebook page during the week if you want to look at it again and again, but you can always go back and re-watch this game if you want to watch the entire match. But Freeling, a lot to like out of that game, but they're going to be a little bit frustrated with what they brought in the second half. But they were overmatched by a Tanunda team that just brought the thunder.
And the effort that Sam Carmichael brought to the day for his big game was outstanding. They really put it to Tanunda in that first half.
They really did, and Carmichael himself was playing great footy early in the game, but unfortunately the game went away from Freeling and he was taken out of the contest. But Sam Carmichael, one of our favourites, well done on your 200th, but well done Tanunda on the win.
Yes, great win there. Thanks, Deeks.
Thank you very much for joining us, Scott, and we'll be back with the match of the round next week.
Thank you. Enjoy.